Okay, guys, welcome back to Ridding the Rot for the Echoes of Lizana. Now, last time on the Ridding the Rot, we found Nemo. And through that whole escapade, you guys went to another plane, encountered the weave of magic itself, and the consciousness that resides at the center of all magic in this world. While there, you guys sought to bring Nemo back with you. However, he didn't want to come with you. Now, Atoll and Shy, on the way up into the depths of the Corescape there, ended up getting knocked back down to the ground, back to the material plane, pulled back up by the silver cord tethers that keeps you guys tied to your physical bodies. Atoll and Shy waking up and also encountering some stressed out / angry Genyin 1v1 with Raoden, who was trying to keep the spell going. It was a little bit of chaos, whereas Genyin ended up getting ousted outside of the little castle area there for a little while Genyin was at least not rebelling, but causing issue with Raoden's plans there. But everything smoothed over somewhat with Atoll and Shy kind of peacemaking there. Jess, you're just kind of watching on with glee. But meanwhile, you guys had been trying to get Nemo back and convincing him to come back with you. Nemo seemed to be happy where he was, locked within the magical realm with Jupiter as well. Now, you guys made a deal with the core that if he brought Nemo back and Nemo would help, you guys and Nemo would work together to purify the blight that has affected magic at its core. Now, this blight, whatever it is, has been something you guys have noticed from the beginning of your guys' adventures. Something you guys first encountered back in the temple, the Telendrian temples, during your travels across the wilds of Derugma wilds over there in between, above the Asian Sea and in between Tal and Elfkar, where you guys traveled. Now, as you guys made this deal with the core, Karhale, you made an offer for your magic to be part of the collateral if you guys didn't follow through, didn't come out on top there. The thing is that you are just one person among millions in this world. Your magic is but a drop in an ocean. Instead, it decided to take maybe the larger version of what you're offering. Not only your magic, but all druidic magic would be locked down and revoked from all druids in Mizana if you cannot purify the blight. But we'll see if that comes about. Also, Kanari, while interacting with the Corescape on your side of things, Tai got hurt helping Mr. Cygnus's reaching towards the magic and flying with the threads himself. He failed, and the rebound hit Tai being damaged in the process. Now, her soul had been damaged so thoroughly, she had been just a flickering ember of what her soul once was, and to breathe it back to life, you had to pour part of your soul into hers. And with that influx of soul magic, soul energy to recreate her life, it tainted her just a little bit. Since your soul has been gaining more and more of some sort of toxic, some sort of rotting almost at its core as well, from these weapons that you've been using so far. That tainted spirit has now poured into Tai as well. She is alive, a little dimmer, we'll see if we can purify that too. In other news, Karhale and Kanari were both blighted while in the Corescape. However, Karhale was given a potion that Jaskier had spent months working to perfect, something that he thought, in theory, could purify, could heal the soul sickness that was affecting her friend, Trig. She drank it to test it out, see if it would remove the blight. She couldn't tell if it worked, though. So we'll see if maybe it did. Maybe he didn't roll too well in his making of the potion itself. But we'll see. Now, with all of that, after the deal was made with the core, you guys all ended up back in your own bodies on the material plane with a newly reborn Nemazine in front of you. He looks far different, almost more celestial all of a sudden. But it's still Nemo. He was cold and reticent at the beginning, and Raoden, seeing the tense atmosphere and the tension between all of you, ended up calling kind of a timeout, separating everyone to just breathe for a minute before all of you guys were able to interact with, what happened? Hello.
Finally.
Before everyone was able to kind of recollect, Jaskier and Karhale had a moment out on the balcony where things were said that hadn't been said before, and a relationship was strengthened where it had been maybe a little bit weaker on its roots. And then we have Kanari, who reconnected as well with Jen Yin, who in a different way, scolding while caring, tried to get her to understand the ramifications, perhaps, of her actions or so. Tai and Jen Yin kind of reiterating to her how much she means to them, and therefore how much she should pretty much take care of herself in that. Now, as we move forward, you guys also gave Raoden a debriefing of what happened back in the Corescape. While you guys were up there encountering a vision of another individual, someone who seems to be blighted somehow, or at least infected by the same black ichor that's been infecting the core, infecting different areas within Mizana, and this being a good lead as to perhaps a source of the ichor itself, something that Raoden could examine and perhaps trace back all the way to the Torstenjaraki tribe, who are still currently missing. Now, as we get into this, you guys all went to sleep in your separate rooms and such. Kanari, probably, I believe you guys slept outside, was the understanding back at your guys' kind of little hideout cave. Nemo had bumped down into Shy's renovated couple of the rooms within the East Wing in Raoden's mansion here was renovated to become more of a stable than it was guest rooms, but Nemo bedded down near some of the animals there. Shy himself probably taking care of said animals and sleeping with them as well, at least near his tapestry. Atoll found herself a guest room. Karhale and Jaskier have had the room that they've kind of set up and claimed for themselves at this point. Now, Raoden calls you guys all back to breakfast here. Does everyone come?
Nemo will not be there at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking the same thing, Jared. I was just trying to wait to make a joke about it. Sorry, Nemo. Nemo does what, you say?
I'll say not. He won't be there at first.
Yeah.
He used to be fashionably late.
grumpily late. I mean, yeah.
Holly is there on time.
Of course she is. Boy Scout. No.
Jaskier is with her.
Kanari will come in and be like, sorry guys, I had to finish my, 300 sit-ups and, all that stuff. I can't stop in the middle of a workout, so, it's fine. We're good.
Yes. Welcome in. Take a seat. I have everyone's favorite meals prepared. What would your favorite meals be, actually? Out of curiosity.
That's such a random question.
I know. I mean, you guys have been eating here for a few months now, so it makes me wonder.
Probably. Okay, actually, no. Very specifically, whatever the Talon meal that it was that Jaskier made for her on the day she left Eren.
Aww. That's so sweet.
That is really sweet.
I don't think I ever clarified in my mind what it was.
No, so whatever it was.
Yeah.
Putting it back on you, DM.
Meat, potato, pasta situation going on. But you have that set in front of you. This Talon meal. And the cuisine itself, it doesn't quite taste the same. It wasn't the same person who made it. But it tastes pretty good in of itself. Kanari, what would have been put in front of you?
What did she eat in the monastery? What
you
is
guys would have had very, very scarce rations. It would have been jerkies, dried meats, dried fruits, a lot of dried stuff, just because you guys were out in the desert like that. Yeah, a lot more of a scarce.
Right. Honestly, Kanai would probably be eating the same stuff that she did in the monastery, because she's just it's routine. It's what I know, and that's just what I eat. Maybe a little more if she, if she can get something a little more nutritious, sure, it's good for her. But really just sticking to the same,
some oatmeal.
She eats gruel every morning.
Gruel might have been a part of that. I picture just a lot of dried everything.
Yeah. No, I get it.
That would keep in the heat, right?
Literally rations. They just eat rations.
Exactly.
And so she just eats rations. And Kanari will make sure that Junyin also eats some rations before he eats the blueberry pie that's probably there. So she push it out of the way and be like, you gotta eat some of this first.
Mm-hmm. He does begrudgingly, but it's not his favorite fare anyhow. But he's fine. He'll eat it. A lot of bird and lizard stuff. Anyway.
Fair enough.
Yeah, okay, so you guys are sitting down eating. It takes a bit. Atoll has also arrived and is eating with you guys. She seems to enjoy the same cuisine as you, Karhale. She just asked for the same thing since it seemed like a Talon meal, something she was familiar with. And she catches you guys up on some of the things she's been up to, namely traveling with Adine and continuing the Whispers campaign that Karhale and Jaskier had kind of started about people and the Shaitan not being as shaitanic.
Is Adine on board with this now? I've been working on him.
Oh,
is he
no.
Slowly on board?
Was put on board back during your guys' trip to the Horde, to the Dragon Horde.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of got that vibe-ish, but I wasn't sure if that was what sold him on it.
That was definitely what sold him on it. It was definitely a good friendship thing with you, connecting, and pretty much the same reasons that Atoll ended up getting sold on it way back when. And so, though he is not fully on board with the illegal activity, he is down to help
about that.
Yeah,
you didn't know about that.
Midok and Akasha haven't really brought him in on that, but he is aware of Midok. He's met him, and since they were on that trip and everything, he just thinks Midok is some sort of traveling priest, probably, who's technically illegal. according to Tal, because he knows he probably isn't a Talon priest based on his carriage and all. But he accepts it. He lets it fly past without questioning it, sort of. But yeah, Adine's pretty much on board though. Atol's working on it a little bit more. You can see that she's still harboring a little bit of a crush, though it's not out of hand as of yet. We shall see. Let's see.
I had a thing. Whenever Nemo does leave his room, there's a small mug sitting outside his door, and it is a mug of ale that she got Raoden to do prestidigitation and make it strawberries and cream flavored.
Whoa! Deep pool. Okay, Nemo. Yeah, you come outside of your room after resting for the first time on the material plane in a long time. It feels different. Almost as though you've been living weightlessly for a long time. You feel heavy all of a sudden. Gravity holding you down to the granite and rock of the face of this planet. And you prefer the weightlessness. But you step outside after waking up from a dreamless sleep, and you find actually the reason you find it is because you see some of the animals that were staying in the area you've been sleeping in, some of the squirrels and such, sniffing around the door and peeking their heads out at it, sniffing around said mug before skittering away because it's not really something that they would eat. But Nemo, you find it. The smell itself is not quite familiar, because I think at the time that you liked the strawberries and cream thing, you didn't have a sense of smell.
Nemo didn't have a sense of smell.
Mm-hmm. He didn't have a sense of smell because his soul was rotting away at the time.
That's
and
wild.
He was
Okay.
losing different parts of his body, faculties. That was the thing. He had lost his sense of actual smell, but he could smell magic. So he could almost sense magic instead.
Wait, I thought that was like way back then. I think that was before he started losing his senses.
The strawberries.
It was like a crazy strong like dwarven fire ale or whatever that he had gotten and then hated. He hated the taste of it, so he changed the taste of it.
That was like early.
That was the night that he got drunk at the warehouse and got arrested, and that was the reason that Karhala and Jaskier ended up going on that date, and the entire reason they got together.
Oh yeah, that was way early. Yeah, so that would have been before.
Matchmaker.
So this is probably one of the first like strong scents that you remember from back then. Honestly, like soul damaged Nemo, that time when you had that illness affecting your soul, seemed more like a dream all of a sudden. It feels very like in and out, because part of what you were seeing that during that time were hallucinations. A lot of it was you weren't quite fully you, especially with your soul being rotting away at the time. Now, this recalls a lot. Do you drink it?
He'll pick it up and observe it, and recognize, I think, even with the altered sense, where this is from and what the you'll see he as he looks at it, his eyes kind of hollow out and his face drops, and he goes back into the room and pets one of the whatever's there.
They were owls.
Owls, yeah.
The owlry.
And sets
And the letter.
the dish in front of one of them, and once it leaves.
One of the owls pecks at it and then shakes its head and flutters away. But a lot of them take their shot and peck at it and then shake their heads and pull away. And each one seems to want to do it for themselves before anyone learns their lessons. But eventually, though, you guys eating your dinner. Nemo, do you eventually come down? Because you said you wouldn't come down right away, but you imply that you were eventually coming down, right?
Yeah, sure. He'll come as they are ending, basically.
Okay. What about Shy?
I would assume Shy would be there.
Yeah.
He
Okay,
was
so
up.
Shy
He was
would
up.
have been
He was
with
up
you guys.
early to feed the chickens.
Shy ended up telling you guys about a weird blue-haired boy who had slept with his animals. He'd let him keep sleeping, but he wasn't sure whether or not they liked him because they all kept kind of like a weird distance, like not too far away, not quite too close while he was asleep. All of them kind of getting close enough until they kind of shivered and then backed away a little bit. But they would all kind of reconverge on him for whatever reason, drawn to him and almost pushed back at the same time. But he seemed to like him. Now, Raoden ends up explaining to you guys that he examined the design that you guys shared with him. The sword and what?
He just froze. He froze.
My screen is going dark. What is happening?
Oh, your computer just doesn't like you today, Nathan. It's unfortunate.
Yeah, keep going. I'm fine.
Okay. The letter G and the sword through it. He had examined it and came to the conclusion that it probably belongs to a local crime family in Elithkar. A very large one. But someone who has a lot of power across all of the country, as well as probably some strings that it can pull within Kel, at least. So it's a pretty large, like, crime empire of sorts. Now, the Grechos, they are the base of the crime weapons trade between Elithkar and Kel. So there's a lot of money in that. A lot of mercenaries go through them. A lot of armies are backed by them or even armed by them. Sometimes mercenaries hired through the Grechos work for the different sides in Elithkar versus Kel, depending on who wants to hire them. Now, they have a lot of power. The individual that you guys saw in this vision that was haunting and attacking one of the bases probably was from the south based on your guys' description of it. So his thought is a specifically known base of the Grechos, and he could send you guys to that base, see if it's still standing, see what's going on there. And if you guys can track that guy down, he might be able to seek out that might be able to help him in his search for the tribes.
Well, we can't have Grahale go because she can't deal with crime people. She'll just beat them to a pulp because she's mad they're doing crime. Probably not your best bet at infiltrating them.
I was under the impression that you were more of an outside the law individual, Grahale.
Not if she thinks they're gonna hurt people.
Okay, well, this would be saving my people, so I will refrain from the...
Interesting. Okay, so if it's your own people who are on the line, then it's okay to look the other way for crime. That's noted. That's good to know.
Oh, no, just the ones that I need.
Oh, so...
Whoever this Pasticcio is, you don't necessarily have to befriend them. You could just drag them here unwillingly if you'd like. We have seen that in practice. Too soon?
Actually,
no.
No. I'm just saying.
If
they're a bad guy, you could just drag him over. I could do my experimentation from here. But I will need him in person.
We don't know where he's at, though. So just going to Crime Boss and saying, hey, do you know this guy? Have you seen this man? Wanted poster?
Well, the specific locale is based around the mountains that you guys described. Based on that horizon line, I'm assuming it's in a certain area, which means it could be only one of, perhaps maybe two of their specific bases. But I believe my guess is based on my expertise, so I'm sure I'm right. I would say, though, based on your description of how badly this individual was destroying the base, there might not be very much left.
So it'll be easy to tell from the outside whether or not we've got the right place.
That's true, yes.
Why do we think he'll stick around a place he's destroyed? Seems like he would be trying to get away from that place as quickly as possible.
That would be an understanding, but that would be one perspective. However, most individuals can't travel as fast as, say, I can. So, if he did this last night, he must still be relatively nearby. And if I can teleport you there, then he would be at least a day's travel out, yes? And from what I know of the two of you, and he does look at Karhale and Kanari, you can travel mighty fast.
I'll stop you when you're wrong. I mean...
Well, nonetheless, if you can either discover this individual and the source of the light that it seems to be wielding at its beck and call, that would do, or the individual himself, or perhaps, well, just observe the situation and choose whatever it is that's emanating the black. That is what I'll need.
The guy in my vision, though, the one he killed, he called him brother. Do we have any idea who this guy is? Or what we're dealing with? Someone who would kill family.
That's a good question. Well, perhaps you should ask Inala. She's the one who would actually recognize the symbol of the Grecho family. Apparently, it's one of the larger symbols that are used in the underground in Elethkar, and she's relatively familiar because some of the different spelunkers and the finders of the relics, like she, sell to people like the family.
You sure her dad didn't steal something from them and not give it back?
She did not say, though that would not surprise me. Ririn was a rather industrious thief during his...
Guys, is Inala a criminal?
Of course she did. What do you think you've never noticed things missing everywhere we go when Ala was with us?
Shy goes, didn't she steal a diamond or something?
That jewelry you're wearing is definitely stolen goods.
Stole this?
Yeah. Absolutely.
She told me she bought this.
She did tell you that she bought this. That's funny. I think Kanari, did you know that she had stolen it?
I think I might have incited her, and I was like,
yeah.
But I didn't say anything, because I was like, that's not my business.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should totally see Inala.
As you guys are finishing up your meal, you guys are getting up, about to head down to where Inala's at. Hopefully down in town, actually. From what Raoden told you, she had ended up buying a little cottage over there. She has enough money.
Very cool.
Mm-hmm. She's not there all the time, but no. she tends to
her summer home
here and Dalem, one of the other provinces. Now, as you guys are exiting, you guys run into a very dour-looking Nemo.
We're about to go see Anala. You wanna come with?
You're right. Is she on her own quests now?
Kind of. Did you know she was a criminal? Was it just me?
Well, a criminal? In what sense? I mean, we all knew she was doing petty crimes, but something more than that?
No,
I mean,
we did
her-
not.
Her dad is he works for one of the biggest like underground crime bosses or something like that. You know, it makes sense, the family trade.
No, but she was like super disapproving of. Never mind.
Kanala just like judging people. And I'll just like judging people. That's pretty much it.
Why did she have an issue with Jaskier then? With the crimes?
Did she have an issue with
She had an
Jessica?
issue with
Yeah. I
What
think she just had
crimes?
an issue with Jaskier. With like being a military deserter and like also not turning Karhale in was a crime.
and she was upset about
and-
it.
She was upset about that?
Not like upset about it, but she was like, why is he committing crimes for her? And then there was like a whole spiel.
No, wait. No. From what I remember of that spiel, it was her saying, I mean, if he committed a crime for you, he must really like you. That was my perspective on that conversation.
Oh, that was not the vibe that I had gotten from it.
Yeah, I think she just wanted you to stop being dumb and realize that Jaskier liked you. I don't think she cared about the crimes.
I just thought she didn't like him.
No, you're just oblivious sometimes.
Well, I'm
Nemo, you're
okay.
well, I don't know how you look, but you smell like you got sleep. Yes, I can tell.
Very specific, a very distinctive scent when they are well rested.
You doing
Yeah.
better today?
I am here. I did miss you, Kanari. Your humor was enjoyable.
I didn't know I was being funny, but thanks.
I also find her humor to be enjoyable.
Oh, didn't realize he was still here.
Looks at Karhale like,
Always here,
am I
dear.
funny? Anyway, yeah, Anala. We should
Right, yeah. Inala? Going
See,
to see
she's-
her?
Yeah.
And let Narcissus know that you're coming down. I already informed him as to where he'll be sending you.
Narcissus. I like Narcissus. She really likes Narcissus for some reason, and like it's just
I'm
weirdly
hit or
enough.
miss on Narcissus. You only like him because you haven't seen the paintings.
That's hilarious. Woo.
They are truly traumatizing.
As you guys head downstairs, do you guys... Question. What do you guys take with you? And who do you take with you?
I'm just gonna take like, cause we're basically like gearing up to head out, right?
Yeah. Atoll's probably going to be bidding you guys adieu, though. She's going to be sticking behind with Narcissus, and he's going to send her back to Tom. She goes, sorry, guys. I've just got a lot of work to do over there, you know? Saving my country, their souls, and their physical manifestations. It's a lot of work for a kid.
I think Nemo will probably stay behind as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but you have Shy. I was like, wait a second. Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
When you guys head down and Nemo, you stay back, Raoden's going to hang back with you as well. And Nemo, why don't you go traveling with them? I thought this was your purpose of returning, according to what they told me.
Just back to old times, I guess, huh? Just like that. We're a hunky-dory, bumbling family traveling about doing missions for you, eh?
What does put a very awkward haze over the situation. If it's any consolation, I'm now helping the three of you.
Oh, I have no resignation with you.
I see.
But I'll take my time.
Well, since you're going to be here anyway, perhaps a bit of examination could be in order. I am curious about your changes.
I can satisfy that request.
Amazing. Upstairs, my workroom. I'm curious. And he'll lead you upstairs with a little bit of a pep in his step. He always enjoys examining a new specimen.
I mean, I guess he's not a minor anymore. But man,
So hard, but he doubled down on it, Liz, and I was like, you can't.
you really doubled down on it. I was going to try to get past it, but then you doubled down.
Nathan's like, I can satisfy that request.
I am hating Nemo's new word choice. Since he's come back from the core, I am hating it, honestly.
Nemo's new
I should have
word
left
choice
him back there
is-
from that alone.
His word choice is like definitively far more creepy.
I don't know
No
where it
matter
came
what.
from, but I hate it.
I guess that does make sense though, because I am picturing this very like ethereally beautiful Nemo version of him, with some sort of like glowing, almost like wings, almost all of a sudden. But yeah. In my defense, Raoden's creepy scientist personality just sounds way more pervier than I ever think he does in my head. Okay, so you guys descend to the city of Coel. As you guys go down into the into the medium-sized city, not necessarily major city, you guys are moving along in the direction that you guys know Narcissis's cottage is. As you guys go through, you guys do pass by a couple different shops and stuff. One of them that you pass by is going to be the Whisperville Tea House, which is a small little tea house that Holly has probably seen and not visited as of yet, but Shy has actually been visiting.
I love this place.
Yeah, he has actually become one of their foremost retrievers of teas, leaves.
It's a tea house? Kanari's definitely been to the tea house.
Kanari's definitely been to the tea
Shy
house.
and her went on a little like adventure, just like, oh, it's just the two of us. Okay. And they just ended up having tea together.
No, that time that you guys went through the tapestry together and had kind of a traumatic experience. You guys got tea after. That's so
They
cute.
were like, we want to drink after this, and they both went to the tea house. And, like, they both knew they meant the tea house. Like, I need a drink. You need a drink.
You know that place? You know that place?
Yeah, that's right. No, we actually were like, I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go get a drink. And you do the same thing, and we end up, we're like, oh.
End up the tea house together. I love it.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, the little tea house is. Oh, what did I just say it was called? I just lost my eyes on it.
Turkey.
Oh, the Whisperville.
Whisperville?
Yeah, the Whisperville.
Whisperville.
So cute. And the little elderly couple there, she serves some handmade, or well, no, hand-poured, hand-mixed tea in like little pottery all the time. It's very cute. It's very cozy. The elderly couple themselves are, they seem to have a very good connection with each other, though it seems almost platonic, if not romantic. You're not sure if they're actually married or not. Might be a pair of siblings, honestly. No, anyway, you guys pass by there and you guys get to where Narcissus Cottage is, and aside from that, is another cottage you guys haven't visited yet. This one seems to be rather bland. It hasn't been set up a lot yet, but you guys do walk up to the side and knock on the door, assuming that Enola will be here.
Could we have brought Atoll with us for this?
Oh yeah, she's definitely tagging
Okay.
along with you because Narcissus is gonna send her back after you guys.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
Perfect. As we're in front of the door, Karhale just kind of like levels down to Atoll. Hey, before you go back, you remember the kid Elam, right?
Oh, yeah. Why?
Like he gave you the whole the holy symbol, set you on your path, and now you're out doing all of these things. Wouldn't it be nice if maybe you just gave him an update on like what you were doing and all that stuff?
Oh, I guess sure. That's kind of random, but sure. Is he there now?
Probably.
Okay. I was gonna say hi to Enola though. She starts to walk off of the little path up to Enola's little cottage and walk up to Narcissus. She knocks.
Are you trying to set her up with this dude?
Yes. Okay. He's way more age appropriate than Nadine. So we're just trying to divert that.
Let's see if he's actually home here. So she knocks a few times and ends up coming back to you guys, and she just kind of shrugs. Apparently, Elam wasn't in that moment. But it makes you wonder, because if Narcissus is supposed to send you guys out, then why wasn't anyone answering the knocking as she had been there? But at this point, they would have knocked on Enola's door. There's no answer.
I'm gonna open the door.
Roll me a dexterity saving throw.
It's fair. It's fair on both sides. Ooh. That is a 24.
Okay, so you open the door and you hear a whizzing in the air, and immediately you tuck forward, ducking below a few whizzing darts that fly past your head, or the space where your head and shoulders kind of were. It's a little bit below because you're pretty tall, so it keeps a little lower so it would strike anyone else too, not just go over someone's head. But you duck out of the way, rolling out of the way there, and the darts themselves lodge into the far side of the room. And you hear a bit of shuffling coming out from the back room here. And you hear, "You couldn't have just knocked," coming up.
Karhale definitely did. A
Oh,
couple
We definitely did just knock. Very
Well,
loudly.
should have knocked louder. I would have heard you, probably.
I knocked very loudly. And she kind of like pulls one of the darts out of the wall.
You might not want to touch that. That's pretty strong.
Ah.
Might put even you out. Try it.
Try it.
I'm kidding.
She's like daring you with her eyes. There is so much dare going on. Can you combat this much dare going on in her eyes?
I'm gonna roll a wisdom save.
Try it. Try it. Try it.
Why did I do that?
No.
Oh gosh.
Do you have a DC set for me, Liz?
I had it at DC 16.
I rolled a 9.
Lovely.
I'm gonna
Okay,
lick it.
so you lick it. Roll me a DC. Oh, I won't tell you the DC. Constitution saving throw. You're really good at this, though, so it's not necessarily a bad bet for Karhale Bearsbane.
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna put this die away. That's a 9.
Oh no.
Oof.
Oh no. So you lick it and you feel like all of your limbs, your appendages starting to grow cold as the blood seems to leave them all of a sudden. This paralytic crawling up your body paralyzes you for the next. Roll this. 7 minutes. And you go down. Hard.
Oh wait, I thought like paralyzed maybe standing. I was just gonna pretend like nothing happened.
Oh no!
And try to pretend
definitely
like nothing
lose
happened.
control of your limbs and your collapse. She goes, exactly. Well, with that, do you guys want tea? And she tries. I got it from the Whisper Will.
Definitely want tea.
She sets up some stuff. And she goes, so, were you guys here to just check up on me, or did you want something?
Carly was going to do the talking, probably, but,
I'll try the new bubble flavor you got.
Oh, sure. That one's not really my favorite, so drink all of that you want. She goes and sets that up. Starts to strain it out, and she's trying to be careful with it the way that she was taught by the elderly lady, Savan, over at the Whisper Will. But it's not quite perfect yet. Kanari, you can tell. She doesn't do it quite as well. She brings it over, though. She goes, so, are you guys okay? You guys look a little quiet.
we brought Nemo back.
What?
Yeah, he's alive. It's great. He's perfectly normal.
Okay. Then why are you still here? And she looks at Shy.
Well, I didn't have anything happen to me. All of them kind of came back with traumatic experiences, but I thought it was pretty cool. I like them.
That tracks.
That does track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like look at Kanari. Can you tell that she lost like a third of her soul?
You don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know that.
Why would you know? Kanari just like
he can see Ty though.
Oh!
no, Kanari. Oh, that's fair. Kanari would still be like, "You don't know anything. What are you talking about?"
It would be a question of whether he is able to extrapolate. I don't know if he would be.
I would say roll me an intelligence
see
check, because you
ethereal.
can see the ethereal and you can see her
Yeah.
soul to an extent. Yeah. That's an interesting thought.
What am I rolling?
Intelligence check, please. Investigation, specifically.
Intelligente. Oh, I lost my die. Where'd it go? Bro, what? How did I?
Your intelligence check, please.
Clearly, I'm not very intelligent because I lost my die. What the heck? There you go. Oh, I gotta get another one.
All right, Ethan, you're wasting so much time.
I literally dropped. It's not my.
One roll.
I literally dropped it. It's not my fault.
We could have rolled at 25.
Intelligence check? Oh, really low. I rolled a 2, so I don't even know. It's very low.
He just says this, and Kanari's like, "What are you talking about? What do you even? You don't know anything."
And Shy kind of just like, huh.
Yeah, I dreamed it. It's okay. You look
Shy
at your dice.
Oh my gosh, this boy. Well, Anala just kind of shrugs, shakes her head.
Anyway, Nemo's a little weird. We're Raoden trying to figure out what's going on with that. But we came to you because we gotta find this pasta guy. They said you identified some symbol for him, and we can.
Oh yeah, I did actually. Hold on. Stack.
Pasticco, something like that.
Papers.
Really crazy.
Going
name.
through a bunch of them, pulls out and she puts down a little bit of a sketch that Raoden had given her and her notes on it. She goes, I am familiar with the Corregio family, namely because they're pretty well connected to the King's Undermarket stuff and all this stuff that she's up to. But namely, recently they've been attacked by a guy they're calling the Pasticcio, which translates, and she goes through, translates to the deserved trouble It's kind of a niche word in their language, but in essence, it means a problem that you created yourself.
So, like every problem we've ever had.
You're paralyzed.
Carholly, you can hear in the party. Carholly kind of like snuck in somehow through the party line. Nara hears that in her head.
Anala looks back over at Carholly's paralyzed body at the door.
How long is she gonna be like that?
It could be anywhere between now and an hour.
Nice.
I'm sure it won't last too long. I'm honestly surprised it's lasted longer than a minute. But this guy, Pasticcio, he seems to be hitting them at all kinds of different places. It seems like where he stays changes, so finding him might not be the easiest. But if you guys head back to the place he just hit, probably your best shot.
Cool.
I'd go with you guys, but I've got my own stuff.
Yeah.
I'd go
too
with you
cool for
guys,
school.
but I'm scared.
Too cool for us. We get it. I'd be crying right now if she wasn't paralyzed. So
Yeah, I don't think
try
you
to
should
guilt trip you
go.
into it.
I don't think you should really go with us. You need to practice a little more on the T.
She just kind of glares
Guys,
in
I
the
wasn't gonna
direction.
say anything.
The
That's
red
rude.
hair almost seems to stand up a little bit.
I mean, Kanari's thinking it too. It wasn't just me.
I was not.
She takes a dart and just tosses it into your tea, Nemo. Just like a perfect little like dart arc down, plunks into your tea. Ting, 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 ting.
Well, I am. I don't know, right,
I wonder if you're tougher than Carholly.
Nemo's bleeding through into shy.
Nemo, change your plate.
Anyway,
What?
we really gotta get going. We gotta find this
Yeah.
Pasticcio guy because I don't like his name.
If you guys need anything, though, even though I've got my own things, I can do some research for you guys. So just let me know.
Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, research, numbers, information stuff. Kahale, anything you want her to research? through the mind link. No, through the mind link. It's nice to have her quiet for so long.
No, first of all, screw you. Second of all, I need to work on that. Remind me about ingesting small amounts of poison over an extended period of time so I can become immune to it.
Yeah. It
And,
wasn't poison necessarily, but the
What was
drug's
it?
effects might work if you started taking it all the time.
Kahale's already a druggie. She should be fine. I don't know why it knocked her.
I've been off Shia for over a year. Thank you.
Been meaning to say good job about that. Very proud.
Yeah, screw all of you.
Shy, can you pick her up?
Kahala, yeah.
Kenny?
Dude, I'm 10x your weight.
He is very much heavier than you. Not 10x, but at least 3x.
I mean, I can roll for it. Let's
He
see.
picked you up like little
Yeah,
girl.
go ahead and roll me a strength. But it's not a very high.
What's your carrying capacity?
Critical
Becky?
girl. It's already big and it's a size larger than I am.
Oh, so yeah, he can definitely do
My
so.
carrying capacity is
Counts as a
very-
size larger, yeah.
Very plonk.
How much do you weigh, Kahale?
I think Liz and I had determined like somewhere like upwards of 350, like 375, 400, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 375 in my mind.
I could drag you.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, I think I've got it. You said strength check.
Yeah.
That'll be a 24.
Oh yeah. So he fireman carries you easily enough. Takes you out to Narcissus side.
Thanks, Anala.
Its whole
See you later.
waves at Inala, and Inala kind of just gives her a nod. There's still an awkward tension there ever since Inala shot her with an arrow.
I forgot about that. That was like 2 lifetimes ago, way back at the Bow Tribe.
I think it's more so that like Inala feels guilty and awkward, and Atoll doesn't really know how to
Was she
protect that.
charmed or
He's not very
something?
charismatic.
No, it was a shot in mist.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like,
It was like a natural
yeah,
one
Atoll.
right next to Atoll.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's fine. She's fine. But yeah, she doesn't hold it together.
Kanari,
She's awkward.
Kanari in the party line. Tell Atoll she needs to go talk to the Elam kid.
I thought
Don't
she
let her
would
forget.
go there.
Yeah, but like before she leaves.
Why?
Because I don't like the weird crush thing that she has on Adine. He's way too old, and it's kind of gross. And I thought if I could maybe divert some of that attention onto someone more age appropriate, that would be
Jester's
better.
like 5 years older than you. I mean,
Only
like
4 years older than me, and she's a child,
she's like 17.
which is a child.
She's technically 15.
What?
Mm-hmm.
She's
I literally,
15?
we had this conversation literally today, Isabel. I
You
told
lied,
you
it's
she's
fine.
15.
We went
very
through like
young.
5 different numbers for different people. I don't
And I
remember.
know kids all the
That's
time
fair.
who are children who have crushes on weirdly older men.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've had a crush on a weirdly older man, but I've heard it happens. Okay, like
Yeah, I haven't
This
really
is
had a
not
crush on a weirdly
weirdly-
older man either.
This is not weirdly older than me. I
No,
feel like
no.
he's like appropriately older than me.
I'm talking about Atoll now. Like,
Oh, yes.
sorry, your subconscious is bothering you about that, but we're talking about Atoll now.
Why are
So
you guys glaring at each other?
No,
We're probably talking about you, Atoll.
Karhale wants
I'm back,
to go
going
talk
back to my
you.
office. I won't be able to hear you.
Oh,
Atoll,
she's still paralyzed?
Karhale wants you to talk to Elam. She thinks she wants you to have a crush on him. So
Kanari!
Atoll's like,
that's what you said.
why are you wanting me to talk to him?
You didn't tell her not to tell her that.
Joel's
So
not in the party line. Karhali can't reply.
And Atoll just kind of like looks at Karhali's hanging face. Wait, don't connect me. Don't connect me. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. She just kind of stops out the door.
Elam's nice, I guess.
Back outside, when you guys
Why did
look
you have
outside,
to do this?
you guys do see Elam coming back with a bundle of like store supplies. Basically, he'd probably been out shopping during that time, but he's carrying multiple bags and juggling one more than he probably should be carrying, based on how precarious it seems at the moment. But he's walking up to the cottage as you guys are stepping out of Inala's.
Karhale, I got you. Oh, Elam, your hands are full. Atoll would love to help you, I think.
That's all. Like, no. I don't.
Atoll loves helping people.
Roll your persuasion check.
In the name of her god, she has to.
You know, that actually wasn't too bad.
A 12?
And she just kind of like
Duty
rolls her
bound,
eyes.
honor bound. Honor.
She walks over, and Elam kind of gives her a little bit of a questioning glance because she doesn't seem very much like she wants to. But she takes one of the bags kind of harshly. Goes, "Thank you, Atoll. Okay. Are you guys here to see Narcissus?" And goes to open the door. It's not locked. Atoll didn't try to open it in the first place, but he goes inside and he goes, "Did you guys try knocking?" He should have answered. I knocked. No one answered. Okay, he's probably painting then. You can put that on the counter. And Atoll's just awkwardly helping him, and Elam just kind of confused as to why she's begrudgingly doing so. But he leads her over to the kitchen area, and you guys go deeper into the cottage. Do you guys head back to where you know Narcissus' workroom is? Full of paintings galore. Most of his paintings are kept in the workroom. Elam does not let him put them on display in the main area of the house.
Yeah, why not? Does Karhale come to at this point?
Karhale does. Kanari, you stepping,
Finally.
Karhale, you're like tingling in the fingertips, and you're able to stand now on your own. Shy doesn't necessarily let you down right away.
You
But
want
eventually-
me to put you down? I can still carry you.
No, you can put me down. This is actually extremely disconcerting for me. I don't think I
Well, yeah,
like
it is weird for you to be carried.
I don't think she's like ever been carried.
Yeah.
Ever.
Waddled like a baby.
No,
Yeah.
I
absolutely
threw you
not.
over my shoulder and I'm burping you.
Please stop touching me.
So he lets you down, and you guys are able to progress deeper to his little painting room. When you do, Kunari goes back there, no qualms, no questions. Karhali, you're a little bit more cautious about walking back there. Shy,
Cover
You-
Shy's eyes.
yeah, I don't think Shy's looked upon the paintings as of yet. He's been.
Oh, that's right. These are yeah.
Mhm. But as you guys step back there, Karhali, do you look around or do you keep your eyes toward the ground where you can see different paint splatters across some laid down
Nope.
tarp?
Focused. I'm locked in. I'm not doing that again.
So you walk
Got
in,
my proverbial blinders up.
multiple borders, like the bottom of different easels and the bottom of different canvases that are hanging on the walls and everything as you guys are walking through. At one point, Carly, you do bump a canvas that seems to like shift and almost fall over towards you, but you kick it back up with your knee so it doesn't fall back to where you can see the front of it. And you just keep it laying against the front so that it is not visible from your angle. But you keep moving forward. Narcissus goes, Elam, I told you not to disturb me while I was working. I have this masterpiece that is just, it has to come out of my brain and go onto this page. And if I don't do it now, I don't think I ever will. Elam? And he perks up, leans out from behind a little canvas, goes, oh, Raoden did tell me that you were all coming by today. Unfortunate, I was on a roll. Oh, perhaps, Karhali, perhaps you could help me with a bit of a second pair of eyes, just to
Oh no.
be sure that I have the perfect angle here.
I'm sure you do. You always do, Narcissus.
Oh, thank you, dear. That is very kind, and the flattery always helps my small, tiny painter's ego. But this time, I need another set of eyes. Can you just tell me if the horizon line is the perfect angle right now? Perfect level. I keep on looking. I've been staring at it too long. I need to step back, you know?
Imagine.
You can imagine. Just you're not going to. Perhaps Shy. If she,
No, she said that to him, saying that he has stared at it too long.
Oh.
She'll look.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate. Steps back and he's kind of nervously, titteringly right behind you, just kind of waiting for your reaction. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw as you look at it.
Oh my goodness, this die is going away. You said wisdom?
Mm-hmm. 8.
Oh,
Okay, so
girl.
what do you look at?
That's what I get from last session. My luck ran out last session. It's gonna be all under 10 from here, baby.
You look out past the canvas and you're kind of wondering what exactly he's painting. He said it's from his imagination, but the picture you're looking at seems kind of like it's a landscape. At the same time, it looks some sort of abstract amalgamation of the Corescape that you're just on. Except the colors are all wrong and there's way too much red. And it seems to just looking at it hurts. Whatever horizon line he may have been talking about, you cannot find. And it makes you angry, honestly. Which honestly says a lot about the art, because if something can make you angry just by
Illicit
looking at
emotion.
it must be impressive. Or at least that's what Narcissus always says whenever Elam disparages his art.
It's definitely makes me feel something.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going for. But what do you feel? And how deep is it? Is it just a shallow surface feeling, or is it something deeper, more ingrained, more forever?
Well, I kind of feel everything a lot, so we'll say a lot and mostly rage.
Huh. That was not necessarily the feelings I meant to invoke, but I suppose artists can't always be the choosers, and every set of eyes are different. Thank you for your opinion.
What place is that? I mean,
You
I
could
kind of know what place that is. Have you been there?
Oh, well, it's a picture of the neighboring mountainscape.
Oh,
Coel, that one right there, that's Coel. Right there, that's the mountain. That's right next to
yes, of course, yes. My mistake.
It's sunset though. That's where the red is coming from.
Right, yes, I see that now.
You step back, and the more you look at it, it just hurts. Roll me, go ahead and roll me a d12 of psychic damage.
Oh, D12.
You looked at it for long enough.
Okay, could have been worse. That's 7.
Okay. So you step back in your head, you have a migraine now, and you're not sure if it's going to go away anytime soon. Mixed with the paralytic still tingling in your veins, this is starting out as a really swell little adventure here. Narcissus, though, since you were so kind as to look to his painting, does hop to it and get this magical circle set up right away. He seems to be very willing to be helpful to you guys. As he's setting you guys up, he claps his hands, which still has paint all over it. And he goes, "All right, so if you need to be called back, or when you're ready to be brought back, just go ahead and use, and he'll pass you a little stone, a little magical stone. He'll go, this is the lower end, the lower enchantment version of Ascending Stone. So just activate this, and it'll glow on my end as well. It'll glow on your end first to show you that it's working, and it'll show me that you guys are ready, and I'll just have it on the mantle over there."
Karhale looks over to Kanari. So he's really not coming with us. No.
I mean, he did just come back to life yesterday. I can imagine that it takes a toll on you, not a toll, but a toll on you. Sorry. That was a joke, and anyway. Yeah, so like maybe he just needs some, downtime to brood. I don't know. It's okay. We'll talk to him. We'll convince him to go with us on our grand adventures. It'll be fine, Karhale.
I'm just worried that if we go and come back, he'll be gone again or something.
I feel like Raoden won't let him do that. Raoden's probably, trying to keep an eye on him. And
what about Nemo? Is he alive again?
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, they brought him back clawing and screaming. He's back. He's better now, though.
Oh, delightful.
He's not as angry this morning as he was last night.
Yeah, just like dour and grumpy, which is better, I guess.
Well, maybe that isn't all just due to his status. Perhaps it's also due to his changes, perhaps. I assume it's not in his original form, is it?
Puberty? Yeah.
I was about to say, don't worry, Raoden's studying all of those changes. He told us he was going to do that today, so...
Oh, that's perhaps more concerning. I should probably go check on that. Well, we'll send Elam, because I need to finish my paper.
Yeah, I guess
Elam, can you check on Raoden later? Just make sure he's not doing anything.
Alexa, can you check on Raoden? Well, he's not in his own body, though, I guess, sort of. I mean, it looks like Nemo. Well, it smells like him, I guess. Carly said it looked like him.
Interesting.
Ish.
Because from what you told me, his body was destroyed. Whatever he wears now, whatever his soul is wearing now.
I'm trying not to think about it.
Is he a
Well,
Is he a
brighter
change Oni? Do we have to be worried about that?
No.
Okay.
Well, here actually, Narcissus will roll an intelligence check, which he has a high intelligence. So he's going to say, as far as my understanding of Oni, they were changed a long time ago from their original forms. They were twisted and they were mutated almost a long time ago. I'm not sure exactly how, but that's what they say, that the Oni became rather than were.
Interesting. Not the
Did
knowledge
I-
I was going to get today. I'll pack that away.
Shy?
Sorry, not Shy, Nathan. Did I send you guys a picture of what he looks like now?
No.
Oh,
No.
you should. You sent it to me, though.
This is not an exact whatever, but
Are you going to use the proper art channel? No.
no. That but take his angelic wings away and make them very faintly electrical, spectral, and blue. Like, yeah.
You have wing looking things?
Spectral.
It looks almost. They're not quite wings. It looks almost like just like, you know the little globe things where you touch and it's got the electricity that goes to your fingers.
Yeah.
It's like, say he's in the center of that bulb and you put two fingers on the top and top right and top left, and that arc, it's almost like that rather than wings. Like an arc of spectral blue is shooting out of his back where you would assume wings would be.
Wow.
Okay, so Narcissus kind of sets to getting the portal going, and he calls over to Elam what he did about checking up on Raoden. Elam does not come out, and Narcissus goes, he normally answers when I call. He's probably distracted. Well, okay, let's go ahead and get this moving. So, puts his hands down, the runes start to glow, and he goes, if you're in trouble, this stone will not alert me to that necessarily, so you'll probably be on your own. So, good luck.
Probably.
Be careful. Whatever it is you're
Um,
getting yourself into.
Am I taking Jaskier with me?
Yeah, are we taking our buddies?
You guys choose between the two of you guys, and it'll be Jaskier or Jenyen. That way I can...
Rock, paper, scissors.
Hold on, ready? 1, 2, 3. Rock,
Rock,
paper.
paper, scissors, shoot.
Yeah.
I guess. I feel like that.
No. That needs to be a redo. That was
Yeah.
the worst thing of rock, paper, scissors I've ever seen.
How about we
Okay,
roll rollies,
Oh,
Aaron?
okay. Rollies. Rollies work better.
theme, I like it.
Okay.
No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. 13.
15.
Dang it. All right. Goodbye, Jaskier, or Jenyen, I mean. Oh, well.
Jenyen decides, well, actually, he was wrangled by Shannon, who decided to teach him how to bake the pie, which was something she had told him verbally before, but she was like, Since they're going, perhaps now is the perfect time for you to
Ooh.
learn.
Actually, separate idea. I'm going to say maybe Jinyan should come with us. I rescind my role.
Why?
Because it would be super duper helpful if while we were gone, Jaskier could make another one of those potions and hopefully cure Nari.
Of my soul damage? That's actually really fair. That would be lovely. I have a lot of soul damage right now.
It didn't fix my soul damage.
Oh, what did it cure me of?
But it would get rid of the blight hypothetically.
Okay. I would take it.
Can I actually do a medicine check this morning?
Yes, go ahead. Roll me a medicine check and see if you can sense happiness.
Could I have it at advantage if Gesture was helping me?
This feels like a very sensual medicine check, but I'll allow it.
That's not what I was going for.
Don't worry, Car. I'll help look you over.
I'll check you out.
That's not what I was going for, but
The
thanks,
Doctor
guys.
of Love is in the house.
This isn't what I was going for, but do I get advantage?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Medicine. 19.
19. Nice. Okay, so you can tell that whatever may have been wrong with your spirit before, you can't sense it now. And you're relatively sure about this time. Last time you couldn't quite sense a difference, but now you can tell that everything seems healthy. And that's probably the lack of difference that you were feeling before. So whatever it is that whatever he had done, whatever that potion had done, seems like it had purified your spirit.
Okay. Not too bad.
Beautiful. Jaskier, pretty impressed himself. And he goes, now the question is if it would work on someone who's been blighted far more. Because you were saying it was only a little bit, right?
It depends on your definition of a little bit.
Depending on how fast it spreads. Based on what you described with Trig, it's probably something a lot more to purify. I might need to find more of these flowers.
I keep an eye out.
I think I burned that bridge. To be honest, so we might have to
Okay, well,
find those
in your
flowers
defense,
this time.
in your
Where did you
defense,
get
I'm
them?
pretty sure it was me that burned that bridge.
Yeah.
Which bridge was this?
Yeah,
Definitely
where did
destroyed that bridge, burned it, and salted those ashes.
Yeah,
Doesn't
I
come
only knows.
back.
who's this?
So go ahead. You can say it.
The one-on-one session that I had with Liz, it was a fun little thing where we did a little mission for Archie. If Nathan remembers Archie, the guy that you played for that herbalism contest.
Archie's teachers.
Herbalism? What?
When it was during our downtime,
Downtime
Holly and
thing.
Jaskier had an herbalism contest, and we each played one of the other
NPCs.
herbalists. That's a side
Okay.
point. They're herbalists
Yeah.
in the town here.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Basically,
herbalist in the
Archie's
town.
big name herbalist, and he had found, located, and given Jaskier a very rare flower in exchange for a job that Karhali and Jas did for him. Said job ended up getting
I watched.
Karhali and Jaskier at risk, putting
Yeah.
them at risk. Yeah, and so Karhali, after the fact,
punched him in the face,
Mhm.
broke his nose.
Hey, there was my character who's also an herbalist. She might have who that was.
Yeah, you guys could definitely try
True,
her.
she likes me a lot more.
Yeah.
After that, I think.
Well, I don't know if Mary likes anyone, but she
But
might.
Eleanor likes me.
You've got spunk in you.
She
so
did,
she's-
she did say that. That is true. So you can definitely try her. We can see, but oh, you know what? If you wanted Jaskier to be working on stuff here, he might go try Mary actually while you're out. If you wanted him
That's
to.
what I was thinking.
Okay.
It's up to you.
I don't know if she'll help me or want to, but we'll see.
I'm sure you'll manage.
I'll try to drop your name, see if that helps. But based on those first interactions, she seemed more like the type to kick my shin than help. So we'll see.
Maybe she'll kick your shin and then help.
Let's hope. But he agrees with you, wishes you luck on your little trip there. Jen Yin himself got all excited to work on this pie here. So, but did you want him to come? Because he'll come.
I mean, sure, I'm down to have him come with me, but
Okay.
yeah.
Shannon actually tries to talk him out of joining you. So roll me a persuasion check contested by Shannon.
Do I get advantage because it's Jen Yin and I'm Kadari?
Yes, you get advantage.
Okay.
Shannon rolled high.
Oh gosh, did she really?
Go ahead.
That's wonderful. Well, okay. 17.
17.
I mean, I got advantage, so
You both got 17. And because of that, Jenyan, like, he looks between the two of you, and there's this moment of you can see that he kind of wants to go with her. But
I'll just be like, it's
he
fine.
goes with you instead.
You could stay. It's fine, Jenyan. You would stay. Like, I'm not gonna twist your arm about it. You have free will. It's totally fine.
No, I'm coming with you.
Pie is important. Don't worry about it.
There's a moment where he looks over at her and says to you, "Was this supposed to be a dangerous trip you were taking?"
Probably it always goes that way, but it's fine. Like,
And you saying probably it always goes that way, kind of like turns him entirely in your direction, and he goes, "Then I'm coming with you."
no, listen, if your heart's not in it, just you could stay. It's totally fine. Like Carla's like a little bit like I feel a little. She's like she doesn't understand the emotion she's feeling because she's never like had this experience before. She's like she doesn't really know how to name this emotion, but she's like, this woman is what?
Isn't she the worst?
He goes,
As we're like walking away.
and as we
Isn't
know
she the
men,
worst?
he goes, "Are you sure you're okay with it?"
Yeah. I mean, listen, you choose what you want to do, Jenyan. Like, it's your choice. You pick. It's totally fine.
What a foreign concept to him, and he goes, "Thank you." And he like very oddly, awkwardly just turns in the direction of her, kind of unsure though, and looks back at you, but walks over, and Chen goes, "We're going to have so much fun baking together. It's gonna be great. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine."
I mind link with Shannon. I'm like, if he eats more than one pie while I'm gone, you're dead.
She jumps and turns in your direction, nods, realizes that she nodded, and goes, "Sure, of course."
Don't touch him. And she'll leave. She's so mad. She is so mad. It's fine.
She chatters happily, and Jinyan keeps on kind of like shooting passing like backwards glance towards you, unsure, but since you can't see it, he ends up walking forward and not looking back anymore. But it was definitely a weird new step for him. So interesting. Okay, so with that,
And we take neither of them with us.
I think I have to roll for it. It's fine.
You're fine. It just occurs to me, Shannon will try to talk him into things. I'm just surprised she rolled so high.
Yeah. Shannon might disappear. We'll see. Kanari doesn't know how to handle emotions properly. Are you kidding?
Carholly might help you.
One of the cooks may disappear. We'll see. With that, Shy, you was standing inside the house as Kanari was saying goodbye to Jenny there, and you had noticed that Atoll and Elam seemed to be chatting, actually just having a conversation. Nothing of interest or anything, but they seem to be getting along-ish. Anyway, so you guys come together. Narcissus setting you guys up, glowing runes, and he goes, "Are we actually going this time?" Yes, all right. And activates the circle. And you guys are sent off on your way to a magic circle set up nearby the so you guys are given a map, more of a general map of the area and the location as to where the base, the Grecho crime base, would be. This one is a set of barracks and some sort of factory where they do a lot of their weapon making. And there, you guys will be looking around. Okay, so who's going to lead the navigation here as you guys search for the base? You guys have the general map, but it'll be make sure that we have that with the roll.
I don't have a Nala anymore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Shy and Car could probably do it best out of anybody.
Go ahead.
I
Cole.
have
Give me a survival
First of
check.
all, I have commune with nature.
Okay, amazing.
Oh my goodness, my spell app is spazzing.
Spell app.
Oh, I love the commune with nature. It's so fun.
It causes
do-
massive earthquakes and kills people.
What are you doing? Communing with nature. Takes a long time to get this much seaweed.
Is that a
From
reference?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Wait, what? Wait, what was the one?
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Wait.
When they're going to invade the Fire Nation, the Day of Black Sun.
Oh,
Such an obscure reference.
I
But
appreciate
such
that a
deep
lot.
pool. Same.
That is insane, Jared. Very
You got the accent perfectly too.
Good job.
So funny. I forgot about that guy. I love him. Now there will be a druid that is based on him.
Yeah.
We had
So
Okay.
the spell gives me knowledge of the land within 3 miles of me.
Ooh.
3 miles?
I gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of my choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area: terrain and bodies of water, prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples.
Oh, nice.
Powerful celestial space fiends, elementals, or undead, influence from other planes of existence, buildings.
Nice.
So could I, with
Nice.
that, hone in on the person I saw in my vision / really could I use 2 of my facts to hone in on that energy combined with the person?
Roll me. Go ahead and roll me a. Give me a wisdom check. Give me a wisdom check.
Okay, we're doing better.
Mm-hmm.
Straight wisdom,
Yes.
not nature.
Well, this would be the. Go ahead. Give me a nature check. I thought your
Okay.
wisdom was higher than your intelligence. I guess. Well, the wisdom was for the casting modifier. Actually, go ahead and go with your wisdom still, not your nature, because this would be not necessarily your knowledge so much as your understanding, like your connection with the land.
Could it be survival? I'm just not proficient. I only have a
survival
plus.
can work for this. Go ahead.
Okay, because I've got a +5 to survival and only a +1 in wisdom. Looking for that extra little.
Oh, that is a big bump.
17.
17. Okay, 17's really good. So as you reach down in searching for your query here, first you kind of ask about the general makeup of the landscape around you, and you get this picture of what seems to be a ridge line, and at the top of the ridge you can sense what seems to be a large collection of buildings altogether. The ground itself seems to dislike those buildings because they dug into the ground, breaking some of the ancient strata that's been here for so long, and the ground itself seems to reject them. But they have been here for a while themselves. It seems to be a large base, and the land seems to give you this sense that it's recently been destroyed, and a bit of a gleeful tone comes with that knowledge from the land. The land doesn't mind that those buildings were burned down and destroyed back to rubble, back to the ground that they were meant to be. Now,
I get it, man. I get
as
it.
you reach out past the base itself, because you can tell that it has been destroyed, this must be the base you guys are looking for. You reach out past that to the landscape surrounding. There's forestry that backs the base and the ridge line there. And farther south of that base, you can sense the ground. The earth seems to tell you that it's ruptured long past. It almost like the earth seems to think it's a new rupture, a new tainting to the ground itself. But it seems to have been there for a long time too. It's this weird sense of old and new there. But you can also feel the presence of another building. Now that building, in contrast to the base where the ground seemed to hate the presence of said building, the buildings at least, the collection of them, this, whatever this tower, this large building seems to be, is accepted by the earth itself. It doesn't seem bothered by its presence. It seems to almost revere it. Roll me an insight check. On land.
Insight. Oh, I do have a good insight. 13?
13. Okay, you can tell that it's in its reverence for this building. It almost feels sad. You can't tell more than that because it wasn't too high of an insight, but you can feel that the land seems mournful. Now, as the land speaks to you, you get the direction and you can feel its general location. You could lead your friends in that direction. Roll me a perception check.
Oh, thank goodness. 14.
You can tell that the land seems a little nervous about that general area where that building that it reveres stands. The area itself seems a little dangerous. Okay, so with that, you guys progress forward, you navigating at the front. Go ahead and roll me a survival check for the group with advantage because now you have the information, but this will be leading you guys toward this building.
Who is doing it?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Me?
This will be you, Karhali, yeah.
Okay.
The group.
Mm-hmm. I got confused because the point was towards Kanari, and I just kind of was like, oh yeah, Kanari, that makes sense.
I would love it,
Woo!
but
Oh, she's back. She's back. That was just survival?
Yeah.
25.
25.
20.
Nice.
wow.
Okay. Natural 22. Okay, so as you are leading everyone, clear shot, you know exactly where you're going. You can feel the earth below you. And every time you step, it almost echoes the information, the connection that you had as you communed with the earth previously. You're right on track. And as you're moving through the forest, it seems to grow, the forest itself seems to grow less vibrant. More and more the further in you go. and it reminds you of something. Karhale, Shy wouldn't be familiar. Well, Shy, actually, you might be because you went to the Drogma Wild. So go ahead.
Yeah.
You guys both roll me history checks. Kanari, since no one's describing it to you necessarily, well, we'll say Karhale describes it out loud to you.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
I
roll
mean-
me history checks as well.
I'm kind of accustomed to describing the occasional things out for her.
Yeah.
So I'm rolling a what?
That stick out to you.
Check.
History check.
13 for me.
13. Okay. Shy. 22?
Just a 2.
Oh,
That's 2.
that makes more sense. I was like, you rolled a 22?
I got a natural 20, so that's fun.
Oh, you're so
Karhale, you get this sense of deja vu, but you're not sure why. Shy, no idea. You do not remember. Kanari, you do remember the Drogma Wilds.
Yeah.
While you were there, a lot of the wilds seemed to be less vibrant from what Karhale had described at the time than nature outside of the Drogma Wilds. And while you were there, you even remember these foreboding whispers that were in the trees, almost like the land didn't want you there. This is very familiar to that. Now,
So we're not in the Drogma Wilds, just similar to that?
This feels
Yeah.
like it.
Okay.
this area seems to be similarly affected to what the Drogma Wilds is affected by.
Okay.
So, as you guys progress, Zimit, when you destroyed and killed and wrought your destruction upon the Grecho base, when you left to go back to your base of operations, the place you'd hunkered down for the time being as you were setting up your attack on this area, on this on your cousin's working base, you made your way. You tried to make sure that you killed everyone, but you can't always ensure that. And by the time the energy or the desire left you from ensuring complete destruction there, at that point you were just ready to get out. Roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I'll take it. 8.
An 8. Okay. Before you leave, you do vomit
Let's
at
go.
at what you see around you and the destruction that you wrought. And maybe, just maybe, you're a little bit more concerned than you were last time. It's getting stronger. But you pick yourself up and you get out of there because you know if you're in this state, you probably won't be able to hold off too many people. If there's anyone that you missed. Now.
Sure.
Maybe not. You might be fine. As you make your way back to your base of operations, though, go ahead and give me a stealth check. You don't necessarily want anyone
Over my
following you
dice.
back to your base.
21.
21, pretty good. So, seemingly, with no one tracking you, or even able to track you, because you cover your tracks very well, you make your way back to your base. As you do so, do you decide to set up any protections?
Oh, 110%.
Okay. So you set up your protections. Go ahead and roll me 1, a survival check, and 2, a dexterity check. And those will be the checks we'll use to determine how strong some of your traps are.
Well, survival is a 5.
Oh,
Hmm.
Okay.
So that one's a low.
Okay.
Dexterity what?
Go ahead and give me a Sleight of hands check.
That should be better.
13.
13. Okay.
And then what?
Go ahead and give me an intelligence check last. This one, go ahead and give me. Well, intelligence doesn't really have an active use of it. Go ahead and give me investigation.
Listen. Oh my gosh, I rolled poorly for all 3 of these.
Oh, Jared.
9.
9. Okay. So, as you set things up, and hopefully they'll all stand strong to ward off any undesired visitors, you set to resting in the reliquary. In the reliquary of this tower. It's definitely a different tower. You're not quite very deep inside of it, and the place itself seems relatively dangerous. It seems to be some sort of... Actually, roll me an intelligence check.
Intelligence. Come on.
Nope.
Jared, you need new dice.
Oh,
I agree. Aaron, give me some new dice.
This does not go well.
You can borrow the ones on my shelf.
4.
Oh boy.
Didn't you put some in jail last time?
You're
Yeah.
not familiar with the
No, stay,
I was gonna
Aaron.
say dice. You're not familiar with dice in general because they hate you. But you're not familiar with whatever this building would be. It doesn't really occur to you. It's just a base of operations for you. You don't care what it was, what it could be. It means nothing to you. So you really haven't given it any thought. But you go bunk down, black out the one window that seems to be broken, crumbling, and you take a rest. Now, overnight is how long you had been working, so you're going to be in the process of long resting. And if you break that, you'll still be damaged / unrested for spells and such. So we'll say you're cleared out of most of your spells, and you're probably at half health at this point.
Oh,
Okay.
So you're sleeping, and if someone wakes you based on your alarms and such, you'll wake up with at half of your health. But if no one wakes you up, then you'll be fine until you wake up naturally.
Which
Now, Karhale, Kanari, Shai, you guys come to what looks to be a crack in the rock face of the land itself. This crack seems to have separated out, pushed out, and created this chasm. Across the chasm, though, you guys can see what looks to be a building, some sort of ancient tower. It's not very tall and narrow, like any tall, narrow wizard's tower or anything like that. I would say it's more of like wide base, and it goes up in 3 tiers. And it's hard to say exactly what it might be, but it's definitely old and almost magical. It has this air of foreboding around it. At the top of it, you can see what look to be vines that are crawling all the way up, all the way to the top. And it seems like these vines seem to be like fingers, these gnarled fingers that are just reaching, trying to suffocate the entire building. The vines themselves seem to be sapped of their normal greenish hue. There's 2 trees that stand on both sides of the building itself, and standing is kind of a dramatic or maybe an exaggeration in of itself, because they're both stooped. Both trees are curled downwards like old men who can barely stand straight. They're bending towards the building, like they're reaching for it. Across the chasm, you can see some sort of small wooden bridge has been set up. Very, very suspicious looking bridge. And the chasm itself seems to be deep and yawning. The closer you guys get, roll me a perception check.
You know what I'm hearing, guys? I'm hearing Shy and Karhale wild shape into squirrels and hop onto Kanari's shoulders while she flies
That's
across.
what I was thinking too.
Flying, how beautiful.
25.
Ooh. Perception? Perception for
Ooh,
me
okay.
would be a 16, which is
16?
great for Karhale.
Both of you guys can hear this. Shy, if you did you roll?
I did not know.
Your
Shy's
roll is
chasing a
really high
butterfly.
because of your robe.
Do I have wild shape?
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
one
Shy?
Oh.
one wild shape or
Oh my gosh, Nathan, honey.
twice. Because you have level 1 basically of a wild shape.
Okay.
You don't remember Shy. How sad. Remember Shy could turn into a ferret?
Yeah, because Shy
It
refuses
was like a
to
little
turn
mossy
into.
ferret.
He refuses to turn into a flying squirrel for
Yeah.
some reason. I kept on trying to talk him into it, but he refuses to turn into a flying squirrel for some reason.
A flying squirrel?
Because you can't at this level you can't turn into animals with a flight
Oh, that have
speed.
flight, yeah.
But flying squirrels glide.
Yeah,
so
so that's
it gives
basically
you
that.
like advantage on dexterity if you fall. You can possibly take no fall damage
Yeah, okay.
as a flying squirrel. So that
Okay,
is one of
sorry.
my favorites.
What am I rolling?
You are rolling a perception check.
No.
So as you guys are progressing forward, Karhale, you can hear whispers
15.
echoing out of the chasm as you guys get closer. You can't quite parse what they're saying out, but you can hear them,
Something
and
about
it disturbs.
lies.
Shy.
No, I said something about lies.
you can't tell what they're saying, but Shy, would
She's
you roll?
projecting this.
15.
Oh, 15. You can hear also whispers that are whispering out. Here, though, you can hear what seems to be the whispers you can hear. You can just hear the word why. No. You can't quite parse out the words. What you can tell more so is that you can hear the difference between two voices. It's not 1,000 like it sounds like for Karhale. To you, Shy, it sounds like just 2. And then Kanari, which you can hear. Some of these whispers sound like you can tell that they're 2 people as well. They're the same voices over and over again. And because of such a high perception check, you can tell by the changes in tones and inflections that while it is the same person, because it still feels like the same person as it goes through each time they speak, it sounds like it's coming from different time periods of those voices, like different ages. But you're not sure if the word age would apply necessarily to what you're hearing being whispered.
But the 2 voices are the same person.
They're 2 different people.
2 different people, and then each one, it sounds like their voices are changing between like different ages of them.
Yeah.
Mm.
Almost like it just seems like the whispers aren't being actively spoken. They seem to be pulled out of different moments.
Okay.
What languages do you speak, Kanari?
Oh boy. I speak Celestial, Common, Elvish, and Quarry.
Celestial, Common, Elvish, and
You
No,
speak
not Elvish.
Elvish,
I don't
Quarry.
speak Elvish. I speak Talon. We said that because that was
Oh,
before.
yeah,
Yeah, so I don't speak Elvish. I speak Talon.
No
Yeah.
worries. You speak Celestial. So, you can understand that one of the voices, as they go back and forth,
Is this a whisper?
This is a whisper.
I haven't gotten a whisper in a long time.
Shy,
From you?
Karhale, go ahead and close your ears to this. Z, you
Wait,
don't
what
have
about
to, because you hear these whispers every time you cross that bridge. And I believe, wait, actually, Z, what languages do you speak?
Common, Alethian, thieves can't.
Okay, so then you wouldn't understand this either. Go ahead and turn off your ears. Just turn off the music, and I'll do a thumbs up once you guys can hear again.
Wait, what? Huh? I'll just.
You'll just take off your headphones. That works. Okay. Kanari, what you can hear. Sorry, I have two screens that are separated
okay.
with the mouse, and it's a little funky going between the two of them, but it's okay.
No worry, child.
Oh, thank you. Okay. One of them says, "Why do you exist?" You hear an answer. "To push you back." "Why do you exist?" "To extinguish you." Another set of whispers. How long since we began?" "Longer than anything." "How long will we be?" "Until nothing is." Another set of whispers. Why do you offer them happiness? That their suffering will hurt more. And the last set of whispers. Why do you force the mortals to forever seek? That they may never be satisfied. And I shall give them positive things to pursue, that they may never stop doing good.
Wait, what was the last one you said? So you said, wait, the last phrase you said, or the last exchange?
Why do you force the mortals to forever seek? Oh, no, sorry. Wrong voice used. Why do you force the mortals to forever seek? That they may never be satisfied. That I shall give them positive things to pursue, that they may never stop doing good. And those whispers seem to be going back endlessly, back and forth. Just questions and answers, round and round. One of the voices seems to be hopeful, and one of the voices seemed to be despairing. Now,
Interesting.
everyone can hear.
We can come back now.
But those voices are going back and forth in Celestial in different versions of those whispers.
Yeah.
Because
Once
it's just like those are the ones that you could piece out, because all of them are. It's just
Spoilers. Don't talk.
It's hard to kind of separate them from themselves.
Sure. Interesting.
Would you say, Shy?
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
Can't say anything. We can hear now.
Well, I wasn't explaining, the heart of things. Okay, so then continuing forward, the chasm. You can tell that these whispers, Kanari, as you started to listen harder and deeper to it. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. Because you had the highest, you had above a 20.
Yeah.
You listened very closely to what you were hearing there.
You listened hard and deep.
Why?
Why are you the way that you are?
I'm making enough problems myself.
I was trying not to giggle and succeeding, and then Nathan had to go and ruin it for me.
No, I was just saying that's what Liz said.
I got a 16, which is not as high as I normally get. So
16. Okay. Roll me. Oh, I'll roll it. Remember that.
oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Thank you, Nathan.
You can take 11 points of psychic damage, but I believe you get to have that.
I do. I get to have psychic damage. Wild.
You can feel the whispers themselves seem to pierce and tear at your psyche, but your psyche's a little bit more barricaded than most, so they have to dig a lot
Oof.
to get to you. But
Those
you can
voices.
tell that it might be problematic being above the whispers themselves, depending on. Well, you can tell that the whispers themselves might be a little dangerous to your mental capacity as you cross the chasm, just so you know. Okay, so there's a little rope bridge here. You guys
Okay.
can that, where you guys can try to do your flying contraption thing. Just keep in mind,
If
you fall, a little dangerous.
I plug my ears, can I still hear the whispers? Or like inside your head, or are they external?
Okay, so you pull out some. Do you have anything on you that could plug your ears in theory?
Didn't we have wool for some reason? Because we purposefully plugged our ears. Yeah, I know, but this isn't, you can still hear through this.
Yeah, you can still hear.
Like I can hear
Maybe
what Liz is
something
saying.
like wax or some sort of like wet material, maybe that you could whip up, and even that might not do the trick.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I feel like Carla, you're muted. I feel like if I had known I could wild shape, I feel like Shy
Well,
would
you
have.
can't wild shape into like dangerous things. Only cute and fuzzy things.
Well, 1/4, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have clothes. Like I could tear up clothes and stick them in my ears. That's about the best I got.
Hold on. I have a herbalist kit. Maybe I have something in there that I could possibly use. DM?
I would say wax wouldn't
Okay.
necessarily be contained in your herbalist kit. Unless you would
Some.
specifically like packed it for this. Go ahead and
I
roll
mean,
me.
I always keep a spare beehive on me. So
Here, I'll just roll to
I
see
believe
if
it,
you would have it
Nathan.
on you like randomly. Okay, so odds being no and evens are my normal thing. I rolled an 11, so you do not have it on you, wax. But you guys could go ahead and rip some pieces of clothing, wet it with some spit or something, and stick those into your ears. See how well it goes. We'll probably just have you guys roll to see how effective it is. Shy? Kanari, though, if you deafen yourself,
I know.
your ability to sense what the world around you will be at risk.
That is my concern.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go without clogging my ears.
Okay, she's gonna say, guys, I think these voices are gonna like try to like control or like drive you off the edge. Like, don't give in to the darkness kind of thing. I don't really know how to explain it. Like, you know, like there's always a battle inside between two forces, you know, like inside you.
I never really have a battle between two forces. It's pretty much just like my happy side. My sad side almost never beats it out.
Well, that's good for you, Shy. I'm very happy for you. So,
Besides, there's only two little people, so what could they do to me?
Maybe we could. Shy and I could turn into something small.
I could trap you in my pockets so that way you can't go
Yeah.
anywhere.
That way,
And
but then that way, if something happens to you, that would be bad for all of us. Then
Hope that I roll well, baby. I mean, wisdom saving throws are usually pretty good for me, so like,
Yeah,
it should be fine.
don't know if I want to put you that much at risk without having backup.
Well, worst case scenario, you unwild shape and you break my
And fall
pocket.
to my death.
These are definitely
You and I could definitely take a lot of fall damage.
It's true.
That's
And I
true.
take a lot of fall damage.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you guys would all survive that fall. True.
Honestly, here's what we should do. I think, Karhala, you should take your axe and tie a rope around it. Toss to the other side. And then we have it as like a, in case we fall, Kanari can hold on to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
That'd
like
be good.
that way we don't go all the way down. Or like
Well,
a spear.
Kanari could catch on to that. The rest of us wouldn't.
I'm saying if you're in my pocket.
But that's why we're in her pockets.
If I fall, then I've got the rope around me. I don't fall that
If we're
far.
gonna do the rope, then why don't we just walk across the rope in our little squirrel form?
wait,
Oh,
the voice-
as squirrels.
The voice are probably gonna try to convince you to jump off the edge. Is how I'm thinking. Like they're gonna convince you, like it's not worth, like just.
I'm a squirrel. I don't understand English. Or
You
celestial.
understand English.
No,
have
you
to
still
right.
understand common.
No, I
Just-
know.
You just pretend not to.
If
Oh,
I
When I'm a
speak,
squirrel, I can understand common.
if I speak in Celestial, can they understand? Do they respond?
Do you go up to the edge and speak down into the chasm?
Can I be like tie a rope around my waist really quick, like hold on to it, Carl?
What, you don't just want to hold hands?
If you want, the rope is fine.
Karhale, if you're close enough to hold hands with her, you'll
Yeah.
also hear the voice.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I'm
Deep,
thinking.
like
Well,
thoroughly. Like this
maybe
was you
just
guys
the
hearing
rope
this,
then.
you guys
Rope's
read
fine
it.
then.
All right, I'll go up and say in Celestial, hi.
Roll persuasion check.
Oh gosh, that's my best strong suit.
You just lean over.
That sounds like parcel tongue.
It does actually, huh? I was thinking something breathy and area celestial, right? Like
I see.
like bells and wind. That's my sound bite for celestial.
I love it. 13.
13. Karhale, I don't think you've ever heard Kanari speak celestial out loud. So this is a very interesting. You think that the only other time you've heard something like this was maybe echoing in the chambers of that one encounter you had with a celestial individual representing Genora way back when.
Oh,
And it seemed like
right,
these
yeah.
sounds were echoing in the background. You thought it was like an ambiance thing, like background wind and chimes, but apparently it's language. Maybe they were talking about you behind your back.
They probably were.
Kanari, what was your roll again?
13.
There's no answer. The whispers continue back and forth and back.
All right. So I think that's the best plan, guys. I think you guys should wild shape into my pockets, and then into my pockets, and then I will fly across
Okay.
with a rope around my waist that's like tied to something, so that way, in case.
Did you want to tie it to something over on this side or on the far side? Like, did you want to throw something like
I could throw my axe.
you could throw your axe?
Now,
That would
granted-
be a good grapple. Like, that
Yeah.
would probably be the best thing to like lodge.
Yeah, probably. Go ahead, try for it.
Okay. The chasm,
Um,
the distance is like, how far would this be? I'll roll for it. Ish. Not too far. It's 60 feet.
perfect. That's the length of rope that I've got.
Oh, nice. Okay, so you chuck the rope tied around the handle. It's a little bit short just because you had to use some of the rope to tie, but you have it out pulled, and you're a tall person. You can lean out the distance that it goes, and you lodge. Actually, give me make me an athletics check.
You know what? Screw this. I'm gonna rage.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm gonna rage
Advantage,
before I throw it, just in casesies, so I can
Okay, so
roll
you're
it at
gonna
advantage.
growl, echo through the chasm, and as you step up to the edge to chuck it, roll me a wisdom saving throw. Oh,
Athletics
Kanari,
check.
you too, because you
Oh.
listen deeply.
Okay. My wisdom save is 16.
16,
17 this time.
17. Kanara, you pass. Karhali, you fail. But this time, since you guys are up at the ledge, you'll take the damage either way. You'll just take half.
Wait, I take damage still?
Yeah, because you're right there. Like you're passing the fail. So now you guys are gonna take damage either way, but when you pass, you'll take half.
Okay. We gotta hurry up across this thing then, guys, because
Yeah, it's definitely very disturbing to your guys' souls.
I'm gonna transform into a owlet
that's so cute.
Yeah.
because I've been living with them for the past couple weeks.
A little baby owl. So cute.
He'll like hop across your arm.
Be in my pockets though, so that way you cannot just be convinced to swan dive.
Closed.
He's looking down at your
That's shut.
pocket, like facing down, and then his head slowly swivels all the way around to look at you. And swivels back.
Karhale, I'm sorry. You take 34 psychic damage.
I'm
34?
You take 17. This chasm is dangerous.
So mine is halved again, so that's
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Mine is not halved because, fun fact, when I'm
Psychic is
raging,
only
Psychic's the
one.
only one. Yeah, you jerk. You knew that.
I didn't think about that. No, the only thing that occurred to me when I was doing this, when I was setting this up, was Kanari. Oh, Kanari's gonna only take half damage. Good for her.
This is
Nope,
really bad.
That is
Okay.
the only damage that does not have. You said 34?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also, just a side note, guys, with my soul damage, I'm down about 30 hit points already.
Kanari,
Yeah, I mean, you still got like what?
you're close up and you've now passed the save close up, you won't take the full amount of damage again. Or you won't be attacked in the full right. But since you failed, Karhale, you're still at risk. So the next time the
Great.
scores build up again, you'll have to roll again.
Oh no, guys, this is a bad idea. You know what?
Wait,
it's
but
fine.
I had already rolled the athletics check to throw my axe.
You threw the axe, it's lodged, and you're good.
Oh, you weren't gonna make me roll an athletics check?
No, I thought you rolled it.
I didn't tell you what it was.
Never mind. Roll. Tell me what it was. I missed it. Must have made it up in my
5.
head.
I was really happy about it, you know?
25. That's really good.
Yeah, I was like, I thought it was a 20-something. Maybe you said it.
No, I didn't tell you what it
You
was.
didn't say anything? Dang.
It
I
was
just
a mind link. It's fine. But okay, what happens? What happens if we're
Lodge.
midway?
And it's solid. You give it a good yank, and it stays. What'd you say, Kanari?
What happens if we're midway across this thing and you guys take damage and you come out of your wild shapes?
Very true.
Oh, because I've only got 1 hit point as a flying squirrel. That's a good point.
I have
was
2 hit
wondering
points
if you
as an
guys
owlet.
think about it. I was just like, they're going to fall so far.
Okay, so instead what we'll do is we'll tie the rope to everybody and
Okay. Before you do that, though, because you guys were discussing it, do you guys want to try the material in your ears? See if that helps.
Yes.
So go ahead and
It's
roll
worth
me-
a shot.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand checks if you guys have anything in sleight of hand, and that'll just be how well you guys can form it, how much of a deafening effect it'll have. Kanari, you choose whether or not you want to do. Yeah, there's this moment of you putting it in that you're like, I'm blinding myself. Irony.
I don't think she could do it. I don't think she can make herself do it.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be Will you even be able to walk? Like
I'd have to
or,
be led. Like I'd be
Yeah.
like, literally blind. Like
yeah.
it's fine. I have good wisdom. It's fine. I can do this.
It's fine. Sorry, what was the roll we're doing?
Is it a dexterity check then, Liz? If you don't have anything in sleight of hand,
If you don't,
No, it's
yeah,
just sleight
just
of
the
hand.
normal dexterity. Mhm.
I'll try to help you guys because I'm dexterous. I'll be like, no, shove it in a little
16.
tighter.
Don't need your help.
I got a 19, so I'll help Carhale. No.
Thank you. Nice.
Thank you.
Nice. Okay. Cool. 19 and a 16 for you
Okay.
guys. Stuffing it in.
Oh, wait. I thought I had to roll on my own. It was just going to be
I
advantage
was just
now.
gonna stuff it in for you.
Oh, that works. That's fine.
Yeah.
I accept
If
that.
he does it for you, that's fine. Okay, so you guys seem to be pretty well deafened to the world, and the whispers, you can barely hear them. So this next time you roll, if you do pass the save, you'll have advantage, but if you do pass it, you won't take damage.
So, okay, so I think we should still tie the rope to ourselves, and then does this bridge look like it'll break if we walk on it?
Roll me. Well, you can't see, so
Not me. Somebody else
someone
can.
roll me perception check on the bridge.
Yeah, I can roll it.
You want to do it? Okay.
Oh, dirty 20. Or wait. Yes, dirty 20.
Nice. You can tell that it's a little bit decrepit, but honestly, the main concern you have, because it seems like a relatively not super new so much as it's not ancient like the building itself. So there's that. It does seem weathered in general, like it's been set up probably like maybe a year ago, something like that. So it's not super, super old, but it's old enough because it's a pretty like basic setup. The
I'm
main
just wondering
danger
about
you find
Shy.
is that as you're looking at it and examining the bridge for how well made it is, you can tell that there's different runes written on some of the slight slats. So some of those probably
Definitely
seem trapped. Mm-hmm.
Can you tell what type of, or like what style of rune?
Do you go forward to examine it?
I will.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a Arcana check. But I don't know if this is Shy's expertise necessarily.
No, not really. But
I mean, I
it's a
could roll. Maybe
4.
she paid attention once when Raoden was talking.
Yeah, one of his
By accident. Accidentally paid attention.
Roll me an
Okay.
intelligence check. This is
Maybe
for the
she,
one
yeah,
that's
maybe
near-
she. Ooh. Like 5.
Okay. Shy, you said 4, right?
4, yeah.
You both can't tell what this rune does, what it means or anything.
Wish
So we
Nala
should-
was here.
Well, we can't really fly because
Keep in mind though, you guys are both aware, generally, Karhali, you're aware that if someone is living here or trying to make a hideout here or something like that, they have to be able to cross this bridge to get over there, because you can tell that this like chasm seems to curl around, and then it's like to get across there, the fastest way would be to go across this bridge in theory. So someone has to be able to do so without dying. So there's probably a way.
So, looking at it, do the glyphs seem to be warding off the whispers?
You wouldn't know.
That would make sense.
you guys are super
But
strong.
I can.
Why don't we just tie the rope to this end and you guys just shimmy across the rope?
I would break it.
Oh, well, that's fair.
It's night silk.
That's a
What's
fair
the
point.
tensile strength of night silk, Liz?
That
Yeah.
one will not break unless it's a magical.
Wait, night silk will not break, period?
Nope. Uncuttable rope.
So you guys should do that. You guys should shimmy across. I'll wait on
Unless
this
it's a
end.
magical thing cutting it. So, like, if it's magical fire. it might-
Will the tree that it is tied to hold up?
Well, it's lodged.
Why are
into-
you looking for loopholes
Yeah, why are you?
for why it shouldn't work?
I would say maybe Shy's best bet would be to run across as a creature and hope he doesn't.
Yeah,
take
I'm already an owlet. I can just
Oh, that's right. Okay.
shimmy
right.
across.
Go ahead. All right, you guys run across, and I will see what happens. I guess because I can.
You're
try
gonna
to
fly
I know.
across Shy as an owl. Well, you can't fly.
I can't fly. No, I'm just gonna shimmy with my little legs.
He's just
Yeah.
gonna walk across
You're
it.
gonna be sideways owl walking.
Waddle, yeah.
Okay. So who goes first then? Shy?
Or
Go ahead, Shy.
Kanari, are you flying across then, or are you walking?
I'm gonna wait though. I'm gonna see. I'm
One
gonna
at a
walk.
time. We
Yeah,
go one at a time.
Okay. So going across then, Shy, you hear the whispers starting to rise up from below. roll me a wisdom saving throw at advantage because the dampening effect helps.
Saving throw. Wisdom.
Why does your wisdom saving throw take so long, Nathan?
16. What?
16? Okay. So you shimmying across. You do take damage. So
Oh no.
you just barely don't pass.
Oh
You
no.
take
Try's great.
You take 26 points of psychic damage.
26 point second damage.
Okay, so
That
you
would
take
be-
the points of damage that you need, Shy. You size back up to your size. So now you guys see the silk rope with the tiny little owl
The bridge breaks.
poof, and then sink downwards as Shy drags it down with his immense weight here. Shy, do you shift and use your next one?
Hold on. Yeah, I guess so.
Okay. So you guys see him starting to drop as he drops out of his shape, his wild shape, but he immediately poofs again and uses his second wild shape to turn back into the owl.
Slope.
Like flapping a little bit to regain his balance on the line of silk. And he's okay. And he keeps shimmying Shy. Shy, roll me a acrobatics check to see if you can get across fast enough before the whispers rise up again.
Whispers. Is this
You're
a
gonna be
disadvantage
contested
because
by
I'm
me.
tiny?
Huh?
Is
Why
this a
are you
disadvantage?
asking the DM to get disadvantage? What is wrong with
He's
you?
just a masochist.
He really
Um,
is. Oh my
You said
god.
it's a what? Sorry.
Just
Acrobatics?
acrobatics check, yeah.
5.
Oh no. Did you use the owl's acrobatics too?
Oh, true. But it's probably better, not much better than mine, right?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Not enough
the
to make a
whispers
difference
rise
from a
again.
5.
You're closer to the edge, but go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw again.
Woo. I thought if I took
Why are you
damage,
like
I
this?
don't take the whatever. Oh, this is at advantage, right?
Yes, at advantage. If you pass
Yeah.
the check, you don't take damage.
This is it. No, I'm saying, but if I took damage, isn't Kanari immune? 'Cause
No,
she already
no,
took
it was the
damage?
opposite. If you pass the first time, you have advantage on the next one.
Got it. 18.
Oh my
18.
goodness.
Nice. That one you pass. So you guys see the little owl, the whispers rising up again, and it cringes a little bit, but keeps going. You're like, okay, he's making it across. So little owl, you hoot, 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 and get it to the other side. And get to the
Oh
other
gosh, that's
side. Who's next?
Who
I look
is
at
running?
Kanari.
I was planning on once you got across, tying the rope to my waist and flying across, and that way we have the rope. Like, otherwise we would,
pull
you know what I
in
mean? So
Otherwise, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
that works.
Yeah.
Okay, this is
You
going
can
to
do
be
it.
fun.
you can do it.
This is going to be fine. Okay, I'm gonna climb across the rope.
And as you're
Just
going
using-
across, go ahead at that.
Advantage.
Basically, a third of the way across, you hear the whispers. Roll me a wisdom saving throw. They seem to be
Okay.
asking questions you can't answer.
Advantage.
Oh, I
have-
forgot it was at advantage. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, Aaron.
No.
Oh no.
Oh no!
I rolled a 6 and a 7.
Oh,
no.
gosh.
What does that make it
Doing
though?
so poorly.
Oh no. Okay, so you take a lot of damage, but when you drop out of your your
Oh no, I wasn't wild shaping.
wild shape?
I wasn't
you-
wild shaping.
Oh, you're
I was
not. You were just going across on
me.
your own. Oh, okay. Got you. So,
Draw up the
actually,
body
sorry,
strike.
in that case, since you're not wild shaping, roll me a dexterity check first
Okay.
for crossing on a rope. As
Ooh,
acrobatics.
that's good.
Acrobatics.
Okay. 18.
18? Nice. So you were good crossing. Now roll me a dexterity saving throw because you failed your check and you're taking damage.
Ooh. That's a nat 20.
Oh goodness.
Nice.
Where are these rolls a second ago? Okay,
I
we took a-
know. My nat 20s and high rolls were too well timed last session, so now the only times I can roll them are when it doesn't like really matter.
You take 32 points of psychic damage.
We're gonna have to rest after this because Karhal's gonna be out. We wiped.
But
I
Your
can't
saving
take
throw,
another
you're
round of
good.
this.
So
I
you're
can't
holding
take another
on.
round of this.
You guys can see the blood dripping down Karhale's face. Kanari, you can smell it. Okay, Karhale, you get to you're trying to get yourself across before the whispers rise up again because they kind of go up and down in these waves. So go ahead and roll me an acrobatics check to see if you can get across faster than the whispers rise up again.
Oh, faster than the whispers.
Yeah, so you're just contested by my roll.
Okay. Crap, that's a 10.
10. I rolled lower, so you're safe. The whispers don't seem to burgeon up again while you're out there, even though you're not quite as fast as you wish you were, because your eyes, they're kind of like the distance, it's warbling and your balance is off. It's you're a little bit disgruntled here. But you get to the edge without the whispers again, and you pull yourself up. Strange, but okay.
Guys, I only have 34 hit points. I could not have taken it if I had taken another
yeah,
round of
that
that.
would've been another-
I could have gone down.
Full hit, yeah. So you guys see Karhale laying down on the ground, just breathing for a minute. Kanari?
Yeah, I'll tie the night silk rope around my waist and I'll fly across.
Okay. So as you fly across, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. That's
Can I poise up to pull her in?
Yeah, you can try to like pull her,
Just,
like
like,
kind
be-
of just like.
Yeah. And just be ready to catch her if she starts going
Yeah.
somewhere she shouldn't.
Yeah, nice.
I
as
got
you're
a
flying
20
over.
21.
You pass. You're good. So you hear the whispers, but you shake them off as you're flying across. And the whispers might burgeon up. Actually, you're going really fast. They probably won't make it. Let me just roll to see if I roll high. No, I did not. Okay, so
Oh my gosh, guys. Whew.
make it across. Kanari lands. Karhale's still lying on the ground, kind of breathing as she sat back down after pulling you in. And you guys are okay.
I didn't like that. I didn't like it at all. Didn't.
You need a breather, Car?
I think my brain is bleeding.
We don't have much of it left, so I'd be really careful about that.
What? Screw off.
Are you guys going to take a break for a second? Take a
Karhale,
breather?
short rest.
Like a little short rest.
Maybe we get away
Little
from the
short
edge,
rest.
you know, and then we'll.
Okay. So you guys walk away from the edge a bit so that the whispers aren't quite reaching you guys. As you guys walk a little bit further in there, roll me perception checks.
Oh, dang.
A little break would be kind of nice. Ooh! Oh, where was this roll a minute ago? I probably don't
11.
even need it with Kanari's perception.
You're not
18.
you're not wrong. I got a 27.
Screw you.
No, wait, 20.
What am I
Yeah.
wasting that on?
I'm sorry.
Wasted high roll, man. Can I cast Pass Without Trace on us?
Pass without
Or
trace.
actually, wait. Should I? Because
Well, let's
that's
see what I
only
see
10
first.
minutes.
I feel like
So-
anything,
so-
if we're near enough to the edge, anything else is gonna stay away from that, so we should be fine.
As you guys are
Hypothetically.
going away from the edge here, Karhale, you don't see it. Shy, you don't see it.
It's an hour.
I got an 11, so I doubt it.
Okay. Kanari, you feel a bit of a shift in the air. Just the tinge of it, because of your tremor sense. You can feel the earth trembling beneath you just a little bit.
Oh boy.
But that leads you to the movement. The movement had come from the trees, like they were being shaken by something large.
I pointed out, like, there's something in the trees.
I had rolled an 18.
My little owl body.
Your
You
18
roll
was
an
not
18.
enough.
Oh.
Shy?
Hmm?
What'd you say?
Oh, I said my little owl head goes and looks towards the.
There is something in the
You guys
tree.
don't see anything in the tree.
Let's back up like
I
10 feet.
Trust it.
Okay,
I
so
trust it, and I'm going to cast
now.
Pass Without Trace.
you guys have the trees that are in front of you guys that are bracketing the front entrance to this large ruin of a building. Behind you is the chasm. The only way to go would be toward the building or toward the chasm. Which way would you guys back up from the trees?
How close do we have to be to the chasm to be affected by the whispers?
You guys were pretty much affected at the edge of it, but moving away from the edge puts you close to the trees, which is where you were sensing the shifting movement.
So we either have to be close enough to be affected by the whispers or closer to the trees. And
in essence, yes.
okay.
Because you'll just be within close hearing range with the
How about you
whispers.
put Pass Without Trace on us, and we'll try to sneak to the building and avoid the trees, and then rest maybe.
Mhm. How long does pass without a trace?
It's an hour, actually.
An hour. Yeah, I don't know why I thought 10 minutes. It's an hour.
Sorry. I meant to cast it.
Oh,
Is it a ritual or
instantaneous?
a single instantaneous action for you?
It's instantaneous. I get it's a Earth Genasi thing, not a proper spell casting.
Gotcha.
It's an action.
Nice. Okay. Cool. So as you cast it, and you just bring up some dust from the earth and cast it on the rest of your friends here. It's only the three of you. This is kind of funny.
I know.
But as you cast the spell, seems like the shadows that have been deepening since you guys crossed here, and it's like the color has been drained from the landscape here. The trees themselves, the vines that are crawling over
it's
the
the
ruin.
shadow's end.
You can see the shadows are starting to elongate and stretch, almost reaching towards you guys as you guys are stepping into this area here. And as you guys try to sneak past the trees, roll me stealth checks at disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Even with pass
because you
without a
still have
trace?
plus 10, but namely because you guys landed here without pass without a trace in the first place.
Okay.
You
Ah,
guys
so-
weren't that far away from the trees. Whatever is in them, whatever's there,
So
let's see you guys.
disadvantage plus 10.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's a 14 for me.
14.
Oof. Even with a plus 10?
I rolled a 1.
Nathan.
I also rolled a 1.
Oh my gosh, guys. I
Okay.
rolled a 26.
So Cory
I got a 12.
blends into the shadows. It seems like the fact that her soul is a little darker, a little dimmer too, has helped her blend just a little bit more. But Shy and Karhale stick out like sore thumbs. I don't know what exactly the combo whammy there is, but something along the lines of Shy probably hooting, and something along the lines of Karhale maybe dropping the rocks that she had just picked up to cast the spell. Who knows? Who knows what it really was? But you guys hear creaking and
Oh,
creaking and twisting wood, gnarled wood and branches seeming to swing down as you guys see a large bowed arm of branch swing down at you guys. Roll me initiative.
Treebeard.
and then Zimit comes in to help.
On that note, Zimit, roll me a perception check.
And then Liz, can we do a pee break?
Yes.
You take a little break, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wish Jessica was here. I haven't gotten
15.
to try our new
Oh, yeah.
combat
Aw.
thing.
I'm sorry, child.
Sorry, Z, what'd you say?
15.
15. Okay, you end up hearing the sounds of some of the whispers echoing louder and louder at a distance here, and you also hear the slam of one of the alivened trees outside, swinging down at intruders. They're very helpful for alerting you to when people get close to this building, to this ruin. But you are aware that someone's come a calling. Probably some of your family. Now, with that, let's take a break.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
I do that so many times.
It's fine.
It's so annoying.
Whoa, what's up? I don't like you. We're not friends.
Wait. Why don't you like me?
We're not friends. You have to have more late night talk sessions to improve my relationship level.
So you're just at like medium for me right now?
Mhm.
My Wi-Fi or my battery is about to die on my normal computer.
It can't last another hour.
The computer, maybe not. But I mean, it's not the end of the world. I don't use it for everything. Hi.
He has arrived.
Welcome back. Jared, how is Karen liking Demon Slayer?
Karen, what episode did you get to?
I watched the new episode 5.
Oh, and you stopped?
Yeah, 5 or 6. Well, yeah, but go to get ready to watch it.
She stopped at episode 5, but she likes it. It is my current favorite anime. There is a possibility that Full Metal Alchemist could break that, but
Demon Slayer is the one with the kid and the checkered green thing, right? And the pig head.
yeah, Inosuke. I actually have a buddy who's going to GalaxyCon in Raleigh, North Carolina, and he's going as Inosuke. So he's already ordered like the head, and he got ripped for it. So yeah,
That's so fun. I love the jacket that he wears. I think that's so iconic and so great.
yeah. It was like, as far as starting out, I think it was the perfect one for me to start out in because it got me like, okay, I want to watch stuff like that.
Wait, that was your first anime?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
I never watched anime. The only anime that I watched was Avatar: The Last Airbender, but that's not really anime. So
Yeah.
I mean,
It's definitely an interesting one to start on.
that's shoot. Who told us to start on Demon Slayer?
Actually,
Taylor.
Interesting.
no.
Because I hear a lot of mixed reviews about Demon Slayer.
Oh, I love it. Like it is just. I think the whole introduction into when they get to fighting, it's so good to me. But it's still it's still technically not finished. So the first movie of the last season is a trilogy. So they're doing 3 movies. The first one comes out in September. So I'm gonna rewatch it all and catch up. So that
We
way.
just watched it in like February.
Oh, guys, I finished Andor with Nathan's family. It was really good.
First like 4 episodes were like, didn't really progress the plot.
First 2 were a little slow, but I did like it for that Western like rogue like Western like chasing thing.
I just wish that like they would have taken those 2 episodes and just like condensed it down to like 5 minutes and then used the rest of the time to add extra like onto the end of the whole season.
Why did you just start sounding like you're in a tunnel?
Because
That would be
because of Aaron.
That's because he's talking really loud.
I'm talking very loud. Do I need to talk really quiet?
Yes.
Check
your phone. Oh.
So what were we just talking about?
Andor.
Oh, wait. What
I think we should get Jared off of that tangent because he will talk
You're right.
forever.
Oh yeah, no, I totally get you.
Wow,
but
thanks.
I do understand, Jared. You're fine. But yeah, let's go ahead and get back onto this, guys.
Let's go.
And yes, okay, cool. So, Z, you wake up and you hear that there are intruders in the area. Right now, the ancient and rather badly infected trees are outside and will probably be dealing with the intruders. But if they get past those trees, they could serve to be a bit of a threat because most things can't really get past those trees. You are unlike most. Now, what do you intend to do? Do you intend to kind of lay back, let them come to you if they can, or do you plan to go in swinging?
Do I have like a balcony or like the window or whatever that I can
Yeah,
look
there's some little peepholes that you have. The ruins themselves, the windows themselves have a lot of them have broken down to where they're pretty crumbled and maybe not visible through for the most part. But you have made some holes to where you can see the front and get.
Okay, I just want to. I want to see if I can see them at all.
Okay. Spy on them. Let's go. So you go up to one of the holes in a little bit higher. The area that you're sleeping in doesn't have one of these holes, but you go a little bit higher in this building, this ancient ruin here, and you find a window that was crumbled down but didn't quite block out all of the light. So this when you crawl up some of the rubble until you can get to that little pinprick of light, and you put your eye to it, and you can see the front near where the chasm is and the trees that bracket the front walkway that leads to the chasm and the rope bridge that you set up way back when. Now, as you're peeking through it, you can try to spy the individuals hiding and trying to secrete themselves across the yard there, but go ahead and roll me a perception check.
What hole?
What?
What? There's no peephole there. I'm just looking at the wall.
Oh no! Oh no! Is it a natural one?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah. So as you start to lean in to look through the hole, the crunch of the rubble as you stepped up shifted the entire, like all the weight of the rubble to where the small pinprick of light that was left behind closes out, and you're left again in darkness. Darn. You can go ahead and attempt to try to find another viewpoint, but this had been your go-to, so you'll have to look around a bit. And you found that looking around here can be a little dangerous sometimes, not only according to your traps that you've set for yourself.
Well, I'm just gonna after my long whatever time. Well, because I'm awake now, so I have half hit points, right, and everything, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm really just gonna get pissed off that I just ruined my people, and I'm gonna start to walk towards that area.
Are you leaving the building to go outside?
Yep.
Got it.
Because I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm just gonna face this head on.
Yeah, that does make sense for Z too. So as you make your way out, go ahead and roll me a perception check. You know how to avoid your specific traps.
15.
Okay, 15 going through. As you're moving, you do roll me a d6.
Oh, that's a 1.
A 1, you say?
Yep.
Okay, so as you're walking along, one of the cracks in the floor, because this whole place is in ruins, it's crumbling beneath you on the sides, all the ceilings and stuff like that. It's a dangerous place to make your home, which is why you kind of chose it. Not many else would be trying to do so. But hear the floor below you. You step and you see the spider cracking below your foot, and then you can feel the shift in your weight as the floor gives way, and the floor starts to crumble beneath you. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw, and your foot falls through the hole. The crack itself starts to spider crack and spread beneath you, by the way. It seems to be spreading across the entire floor. So whatever you stepped on, whatever you just shifted, is now breaking the entire floor beneath you.
I'm feeling a little lucky. Hopefully. Not much luckier. 9.
9. The floor starts to give way beneath you. The crumbling of the stone starts to drop, with taking you down with it. And as you try to scramble your way to safety upon the edges of where this hole is opening up, you barely miss it by your hand, your palm, and you drop down to the next floor below.
Of course.
Okay, so you're gonna slam into the floor. Go ahead and roll me, or I'll roll them. Let's see. It's about 20 feet down, so we'll just say about 2, which is not bad, and I rolled the lowest I could have. So 2 points of bludgeoning damage as you slam into the ground below you. You kind of hit it with a roll, and you jump back to standing.
A little scrape in my knee.
Yeah, a little scrape in your knee. As you're down here, you see the black and the shadows seem to be even deeper. And you even see one of the shadows seeming to creep up towards your ankle. But it seems to be passive towards you. It seems to not see you as prey, almost. And you continue moving through. Go ahead and roll me a acrobatics check, climbing back to the top floor where you can get to the end. This area that you're in right now seems to be some sort of crypt for this building. You can see some skeletons that are lying about. Oh no, another really bad roll?
Yes.
Jared, you have not rolled well all night. Get a different dice set.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know.
I'm gonna be lucky again. Aaron, sit back down.
Jared!
I'll be fine.
No, I'm using my dice. Too bad.
Ugh.
This poor Z.
It's not gonna last very long.
I feel like I should have advantage. No.
Do you have a way to help you out? You could also just rest in here for a minute and get your spells back.
I could technically just Misty Step out.
You don't have any of your spells because, in theory, you haven't rested yet.
But I still had spells at the end of. I still had extra like.
We're going with this like wibbly wobbly, like you were fighting longer even after that.
Tiny whiny.
Like everyone wasn't quite dead yet. You still had some battle left to do.
I don't want to use any of these.
I don't care.
There. That's all I'm using.
He only took the D20.
Alright, well, I guess I'm gonna use my second luck point of the night.
Oh boy. Oh no.
I hate so much that No,
Did you roll well?
I rolled a freaking natural 20.
Aaron, you're muted.
My metaphysical dick.
Nice.
I hate that so much right now.
He's like, I want to roll bad.
So you start to climb up on your own,
what the
and
frick?
some of the rock crumbles beneath you, and it feels very much like Joseph in King of Dreams, where he's climbing up, and then he like grabs the ledge, and it cracks beneath him, and he slams into the ground. It's super sad narratively and everything. That midpoint that just hurts, right? Deep, dark despair. Anyway, you slam down, but then you start to climb back up again, and this time you feel like the shadows themselves seem to coil under you and buoy you up again back to the next floor. And somehow you get up the slippery, crumbly rocks But now you can move forward toward the exit where it seems like these people are coming to blows with some trees. So, as you do so, Karhale, Kanari, Shy, what were your guys' initiative rolls?
I got a 14. Not great, but not the worst.
I got the 20.
You said what?
20.
What's your dexterity score?
Right.
16.
A 16. Beautiful. And you're going to be just a little bit better than mine, which means you get to go first.
Did you get
Harley,
mine
what's yours?
with a 19?
19. Beautiful. And Z, go ahead and roll me initiative as well.
10.
10. Got it. Okay, so first, Shy, you see a branch swinging down at your head, and you tremble, but are not surprised because Kanari pointed out that there is something in the trees, and now you realize it is the trees. Now, the bark itself and the green of the leaves completely grayed out. It seems sapped of life itself, except there's something darker than life filling these boughs as it swings down at you. What are you gonna do?
I'm just a little dude, so
You're a
I don't
little
think-
fool!
He's just a little guy.
I'm just
He's just a little
dude.
guy.
I'm gonna hop over and jump into Kanari's sock.
You can't jump. What? Her sock?
Yeah.
You're
I don't know
not
if
that tiny. You're like this size.
Yeah, I don't know if I wear socks. You can jump in my
Oh,
pocket.
Owlets are like this big.
You can jump in my
You're
pocket.
that big? That's a
Yeah.
teeny tiny little. That's the cutest little thing.
I
okay,
know.
I accept because that's adorable. That's so cute. Oh my goodness. Anyway, so you hop and skip over to where Konar is at. I feel like this is not the safest place for you. She's also hidden. You actually can't see her. She's stealthed, disappeared into.
True.
Oh, great.
What about-
I'm the only intimidating looking thing
You
here.
hop over to
Does
where Kanari
Karhale
went.
have
You're
socks?
like,
I have pockets. Why are you so fixated on the socks, you freak?
Because he's
I can't-
at like ground level, all he
I
can
can't
see are
reach
socks.
the pocket.
No, Karhale's got pants with lots of pockets. You
Oh,
could
that's
probably reach one.
I'll go and
pants
jump in
all
one of
over.
those pockets.
Okay, you hoppa over to Karhale and you hoppa into her little pocket. Roll me a acrobatics check as a little tiny little owl.
A little owl.
Oh, as you're going, you actually see multiple little creatures, like little worms. And what do owls eat? You see
Mice.
vermin. Mice. You see. Actually, I'll roll for it. See if you do. Evens, you do. Odds, you don't see it.
I think babies eat like worms and stuff, right? And bugs.
Probably, or whatever their mom feeds them.
Yeah, larva, something like that. You don't see any mice, but you do see little larvae, little worms and stuff. Roll me a wisdom saving throw as an owl.
To eat one?
Yep,
Oh, I'll eat
and to
one.
keep yourself out in danger longer than getting to
Well,
safety.
I have advantage on wisdom save throws, so that's a 13.
You said advantage?
13, sorry.
Nice. Okay, well, that was pretty much enough. It wasn't that strong of an urge.
Oh my
Then
god.
I think I got an 8 acrobatics.
Okay, well then you jump hoppa, and leap into her little pockets, but she moves out of the way because she's dodging the bow of the tree branch swinging at her. So you miss it, and she kind of like whacks you in the head, and you go, yep. And you just kind of poof into the dust on the ground here. And Karhale is just huge, like stomping around you. Karhale, you look down, you see a tiny, cute little owl at your feet trying to jump into your pants.
I'll like wiggle my arms so that I get right back up. Okay.
So that's going to be your turn. Next in line is going to be the trees.
You could have done something useful, Nathan, but whatever.
trees are swinging down, and they're pretty big trees. These are giant ancient trees, so they've got long branches to swing at y'all. Now, as this makes an attack, Karhale. Ow, my eyes! Oh, I cannot see. Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Oh no.
Does a dirty 20 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Lizzie, your eyes.
I know. I can't. Ugh, my eyes are burning. Ah! Okay. Coming down at ya. Okay, so this branch slams into you, and you take...
I'm one with nature.
You are one
Doesn't
with
that
nature.
count for anything?
These trees are a little bit apart from normal nature. You can tell. They don't seem like they're healthy trees, at least. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. Bludgeoning damage as the tree whacks into you. Okay, so then in that context, the other tree also makes its attack on you because you're the only one visible to them right now.
Cool.
So the other attack is going to be 4 branch attacks. All 8 are going to be on you. Okay, so let's see the other ones.
I'm not
thing
ready
I'm an
yet.
owl.
This is not gonna be good.
So that's going to be 14 and a 19 to hit.
14 does not hit.
Okay. That's going to be a 15.
Points?
Sorry, a 15 to hit. Sorry, I'm rolling all of them first.
15 just barely hits.
Barely hits. Okay, and then the last one is the next one was a natural 20, so that one definitely hits. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 out of 5. 1 doesn't hit. And then 3 more.
Oh gosh.
My AC is a 15 for sake of brevity.
Thank you. Well, 2 definitely don't hit. 1 is natural 1, and then 1 more does hit. So that's going to be 5 hits.
Oh my gosh, Liz.
I know, I'm sorry. She's the only one who's here right now.
I'm the only one who's scary. Shy as an owl, and you're disappeared.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's going to be 10 plus.
It would be fine if I could have raged first, but
Yeah.
no such luck.
Yeah.
4 plus
If Nathan has this thing useful. No, I'm just kidding.
41.
Honestly, I don't think it would have, right? Because it still would have attacked her.
No, probably if you had unwild shaped, it could have attacked you and split up some of the damage, so it wasn't all on me.
That is
The
true.
person with 28 hit points.
Yeah, you take 60 some points of damage.
I'm down.
Mm-hmm.
I had 28 left.
So you guys
So first the little owl goes pop, and then Karhale right next to him. Boom.
Actually, Shy, roll me a dexterity saving throw to see if you could jump out of the way because you're right at her feet.
Who has the Cure Wounds wand? I don't think it's me because I can't see.
Anala.
I think it's
No, Anala gave it to
I think
us.
No. Shy
I think
does.
I think it
I
did
think
Shy.
Shy does.
Yeah,
Shy
we gave
does
it to Shy because he's the only one with no healing abilities whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you could heal me.
Cool.
Probably. Should you
I don't
deign
have,
to do
I don't have a
so?
healing wand.
I think
We
you guys
gave
talked
you.
about giving it to him, and I don't think you wrote it down, Nathan. So go ahead and just write it down because someone should have it in their inventory.
Mhm.
Is the music still going for you guys? Because it's going for me.
No. Not for
Yes.
me.
It's going.
Nathan hears it. Izzy, do you hear the music?
I couldn't from the beginning, so it doesn't. I don't know if it.
That's alright. I can imagine. I can imagine.
can imagine it.
It is so weird that it's only some people.
I don't know why you can't hear it then. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway,
Is it through StreamYard?
say it again. Yes.
Is it like through StreamYard? Huh.
Mhm.
That's so weird. I've never had issues with that with riffs.
Mhm.
Weird.
Maybe it's
Anyways,
just-
I'm dead.
Oh, yes, you're unconscious, definitely. So boom, 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 branches. Next in the lineup is going to
Oh,
be
my dex save is 18.
18. Okay, so you do hop, 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 hop out of the way as she down into the ground here. She is unconscious, and you're like, oh no. Next
And
in the
it's my
lineup-
turn now.
Yeah, Carhale. roll me a
Natural
saving
20.
throw.
Natural 20.
Are we doing behind the screen?
Yeah. Roll me. Go ahead and send it to me.
I've not had to roll more than like one death save ever.
How exciting for you.
Right? This is like new experience for Carhale.
That's so exciting. Let's see. Thank you, ma'am.
Jeskier's gonna be so pissed if you guys let her die from this.
How ridiculous would this be? Next is going to be Kanori.
Okay. She's going to say, Shy, no, actually, I technically am hidden, right? So I would have advantage on my first attack, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and.
We have mind link.
But it takes an action. I don't think we have the mind link already set up. So
Yeah, we had it going because mine and Shy's ears were plugged. We wouldn't have been able to talk otherwise.
I'd never plugged my ears.
Oh, my understanding was the mind link was up because we had our ears
Shy,
plugged.
because that was the only reason you had advantage.
yeah, you plugged your ears.
Yeah, you rolled for it.
You said you rolled a dexterity check.
You
to
rolled
see if you plugged
the
your
sleight of
ears.
hands check
You
for
got
it.
a 16.
Yeah.
Oh. So, okay, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, we would not have been able to
That's
talk
a
to
Liz
Kanari
call.
otherwise.
Would we have set up mind link when their ears were plugged then?
I don't remember you guys setting it up necessarily because it wasn't something you guys weren't really talking for the encounter so much as meta, like this is what I'm doing and stuff like that.
That's fair. I feel like we did talk in character, but like at the same
We
time,
I
we
definitely
set up
did.
the mind link.
Yeah, I definitely
say,
did
okay,
talk
so
to Kanari in
mainly
character after I plugged my
The
ears.
earplugs weren't necessarily like muting things. It was just really quiet. So you guys speaking
Okay.
is a lot louder than the whispers themselves. You guys would have been able to hear. It's like having the earplugs in. You can still hear. It's just
Yeah.
a little
Okay,
bit more.
yeah.
Just a
It's fine.
little-
I'll attack first, Car, and then I'll talk to Shy. It's fine. You know, I'll do it all in one turn. So I'll just attack. So what am I doing? Oh yes, I am going to swing out and attack the closest tree to me. And
Nice.
I'm going to try to stun it.
Okie dokie.
So hopefully it won't take any more swings. That's a 27 to hit.
A 27 does hit.
Okay. So that's a D8.
Oh, by the way, Carhale, you are presently grappled within the branches. They're all like holding you down.
Cool.
Oh,
So
fun! I didn't realize that.
That's fun.
Cool.
yeah,
Okay, cool.
they start to grapple you after you're hit a second time.
That's great.
It's like
That's
you're,
great,
you're
man.
just kind of twisted into the bows.
Dang. Okay, well I rolled that's 10 points of psychic damage to these trees.
Nice, 10 points, got it.
And then I'm gonna hit them again, but I do want to do stunning strike to see if I can stun it. So I need a Constitution save, which will probably be pretty good, unfortunately. But
Okay, so it has environmental resistance, which means it has advantage against your stunning strike, which is a non-magical effect. A non-magical effect, they have advantage. So that's going to be
well, that's
15. Does that pass?
What did you say it was?
15.
Does not pass.
Nice.
So it's stunned. So
Yeah, that was already advantage.
Get
Go ahead.
wrecked.
okay, so I'm gonna try to hit the other tree, so I can stun it. There's 2 trees, right?
Stunning a tree is such
There are
an
2
interesting
trees.
concept.
Yeah, right. Okay, so that one.
You rush up to it and you kick it in its trunk, and you see the vibration go all the way up the tree, shaking, and the leaves start to fall. It's a very beautiful effect from Shy's perspective of the tiny little owl.
An 18 to hit.
18 does hit.
Okay. Gonna do that is 13 points of psychic damage to it. And I'm gonna stun this one, or try to stun this one.
Nice. Okay. He's going to roll with advantage. Oh, worse this time. It also gets stunned. Another
Okay.
boom, and it's
Wonderful.
shivering and frozen.
And I will just smack this one more time for good measure with my bonus action.
Nice.
Are you writing down the damage for this, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, natural 20!
Oh, nice.
What? Although this is I set my fist, so it's not as much damage, but still better than nothing. So,
Mhm.
ooh, so that's 19 points of damage.
That is very good.
So that is, I'm gonna yell at Shy, heal, get out of the owl and heal Karhale. And you've got
Is the healing one just one of those like gives a D4, D6 kind of a thing?
It's
It
going to be a
casts-
D8.
cure wounds.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I believe it's a D8 plus 2 is what we had determined way back when.
And then I'm going to back up a little. Well, not back up because it'll take opportunity attack. So that's my turn. We're gonna see what happens.
Okie dokie. Next is going to be Z. So Z, you come outside of the ruins here, and you can see up ahead of you that Canary. Oh, well, you can see. Okay, the mercenaries that were sent after you. You can see one of them has been downed by the trees. Nice. And you see one of them has just kicked the trees and kicked it so hard the trees seem to be frozen in place and not responding anymore. You also see a tiny owl that's hidden, barely hidden by the body of Karhale, but that one doesn't really seem to draw your attention. By the body of also to describe, you see the downed one looks to be like some sort of part barbarian, part not barbarian, what am I saying? Goliath, part part rock giant something or other. And you see the tall bald lady that's kicking at the trees and stuff. Just seems to be a little bit, you're not quite sure what she is actually. A little bit different. Almost elvish in features, but not quite.
My family's so weird.
Yeah. You're like,
I would
if these are
just
cousins,
say-
then they're very distant ones.
How would they send a group of these merry misfits after me?
But alas, you must get rid of them, just like all the others.
What? No.
No, it's not every day that you get mercenaries sent after you, unless you're me.
Oh my.
Okay, Z, your turn. What do you want to do with your threats?
Well, I'm not going to worry about the one that's down. Z wouldn't necessarily care about that one. So,
And you can't quite tell from here if she's dead or alive necessarily.
how far am I away?
How far are you away?
Yeah.
You are presently going to be, you're right at the base of the ruins, so you're about 40 feet away.
Oh, so I'm real close.
Yeah, you're pretty close still.
Okay. Then I'm just going to stand right where I'm at, and I'm going to shoot at whoever was kicking the tree.
Oh
Okay,
my.
Wild girl, go ahead, take shots.
All right.
Canary, you sense another individual disturbing the wind in front of you, to a little to the distance, and then you can feel the sizzling in the air as magic comes at you.
19 for the first.
Misses, shoots past her.
29 for the second.
Oh, so she does this like backwards cartwheel thing to get out of the way, but she shifted in place and shot the area that she backflips into.
And then dirty 20
Right
for the third.
shoulder. What was the last one?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 misses. So then she dodges out of the last one.
That sucks. Jared, you're gonna kill us. This is not fair.
I'm just saying he's had a lot of mercenaries come after him, so you better start.
Mercenaries?
You better start talking to homeboy real fast. Hold on, I gotta look at my damage that I have to do. Okay, it's not a lot. Okay, shoot. 11 points of damage.
Okay. Oh, what kind of damage?
What does Eldritch Blast do? I don't know.
Force.
There you go, force.
Dang it, Jared.
Okay. Bonus action, sir. Or did you already use a bonus action for one of the Eldritch Blasts?
What? Huh?
What?
Did you already use your bonus action, or do you
No.
still have one?
No, I still have one.
Okay. Then
but
go ahead and use one if you have one to use.
I'm trying to think of what Zimmet would do in this instance.
Just go with your best attacks because you think that they're.
I'm pretty sure you want to kill us.
Yeah.
You sure? All right, bet. All right, well, because
To be fair, your goal has been to try to kill the people trying to kill you, yes, but also you're not sure who's sending them. So there might be use to holding on to someone for questioning at least.
I thought you had no spell slots left.
oh
I
yeah,
know.
that's true. Never mind. So yeah, I really can't do anything. But actually, wait, hold on. I gotta see if I can. Oh no, it's an action. Never mind. Can't do it.
Okay. Next in the lineup then is going to be Shy. Little owl Shy.
Shy?
You see a new
Okay.
player enter the field.
He'll look over and wave his little towards him.
You just
Um,
you literally just see Zimmet like what? Like,
He'll hop over to the entangled, wrapped up Karhale at this point, and he'll unshift into Shy.
You see the tiny little owlsy turn into a large, not quite large, but as tall as you, small, stocky-looking rock creature humanoid. Almost
My
like
butt. Sorry.
Okay, and then I will. I guess I will just use my action and be like bippity boppity boo.
And Karhale, you're brought back up with. Go ahead and roll me a d8 plus 2.
Me or Shy?
Shy.
7.
7.
Total?
Nice.
Yeah, 7
Plus
total.
2.
Oh, so 9.
No, 7.
Oh, sorry. I
Oh,
lied.
okay.
Way to get our hopes up, Kanari.
I know.
Woo.
Okay.
You come back up.
That's a lot with 9 hit points, though. Or 7 hit points. I mean, it's fine.
And branches and leaves
I'm fine.
obscuring your vision a little bit, but you see no longer tiny little hooting owl right next to you, Shy, hovering over you with a wand in his hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
this isn't good. Oh, this isn't good.
He's gonna wave again, except much larger in this point.
Are you waving at Karhale or Z?
No, Zimmet, and be like, "Hello, little man." And then
You
he's
see
going,
this guy who's partially obstructed by branches waving at you.
I'm gonna use my quick toss and attack him.
Oh! You chuck your sword at him and it
At whom?
at Zimmet. Or at the tree or at Zimmet.
Zimmet.
Okay.
And then I am
I'm
gonna
gonna tell him
take.
we're not here to hurt him, but that's fine.
You
Well,
could
that's
definitely
definitely-
do that.
Fine.
We're not here to hurt him. We're here to talk to him.
Do I know that's him?
Well, no, but like we know that he's in this area. That's why we came here. We kind
Yeah.
of figured he was here.
This is We are going in the direction we think this guy is. One person is randomly here. Maybe we should, I don't know, check with Karhale to see if this is the guy we're supposed to be finding.
He also just attacked Kanari.
He did just attack Kanari, so like it's
True.
fair. Do what you're gonna do, Shy.
It's already flying, so even if he backed off, he would
not
only
really.
be
Yeah,
his next attack.
he'll survive.
Probably.
I'm gonna do sharpshooter.
By the way, Z, you're still at the base of the ruins, so if
Mhm.
they seem to be dangerous for you, you can back off into the ruins to get a
Yeah.
better.
Yeah, that was my whole thought process.
I'll do my sharpshooter. So that is a that is a 24 to hit.
24 hits. Roll that damage. Z, you see the sword flying through the air at you, and it slices across your abdomen. And it tings into the ground until it disappears.
Okay, that's 15 points of slashing damage.
15 points of slashing, Z.
3 points of is that electric? What type of damage is that? Thunder damage.
Get it, Nathan.
Nice.
Another 2 points of thunder. Sorry. And then I need you to make a wisdom save.
So 2 points of thunder, make a wisdom save.
How many in all of the thunder, Nathan?
I don't remember the first roll. The second roll was a 2.
I think it was 4 and 2, so 6.
So 6 total, yeah.
Gosh, my wisdom saves are not great. 9.
9. Okay, as soon as I hit you, I disappear. I become invisible.
Oh, Shy disappears.
Nice.
And then another 10 points of slashing damage
From the same
Crap,
sword?
Shy.
from the sharpshooter.
Dang! Why didn't you undo the trees? Actively holding on to Karhale. It's fine.
You could have
And
attacked the trees
then-
holding on to me, but no.
You're presently just trapped in the branches. They're just all around you.
And then, sorry, another 6 points of
There.
slashing.
Another
I'm-
6 points.
I'm so confused. But
Why?
Yeah, that was confusing.
All right, I
That
could
was-
have added. It's been a long time since I've done battle, so I sorry, I was doing it in sections. Sorry, so
Got you.
so you threw the sword at me and it had sharpshooter on it.
because of my class, I gained the throwing
He's
ability.
he's got a weird class. He
He
throws
has a whole
swords.
weird-
It
yeah.
counts as a ranged weapon.
I'm just because you had said that after I'd already taken damage, so I was really confused with that because that's a before. That's
No,
I
like
said
really
I
attack
said
roll.
sharpshooter
No,
before I
he
rolled.
said that before.
He did.
No,
We
no,
had
no,
a
I-
whole thing about
Sure.
this way back
Sure.
when.
So, how many total damage do I take?
Overall, it seemed to be about
26?
28.
The frick?
Was it 28, Nathan?
It should be a lot more than that. I think, right?
I got lost in the numbers, to be honest.
You lost me. I heard a 16 and a 10.
Yeah, I heard a 10. Was the 16 the first one? Is that what it was? So it would have been another 6 at least, so 32.
So 16, 26, 32 points of slashing plus 6
Oh.
points of thunder. So
My
30, what is that? 38 points total.
Holy crap, Shy.
Wow. I think that's the most damage you've ever done.
And then I'll take my I'll take my action surge, and I will try and take her out of the vines, I guess.
Okay, you're gonna chop at the branches.
Well, I'm
Get
just
her
gonna
to the
try
base of
and
the tree, but you're gonna be cutting off
wrangle them.
branches, right?
What'd you say?
Are you gonna attack the base of the tree, or are you cutting branches?
I'm not attacking it. I'm trying to ungrapple her from it.
Oh, you're gonna. You can't use an action to do that. You would have to use your full action. You already started making attacks, unless you use your bonus action for the attack.
I action surged.
Oh, okay.
Action surge.
Fighters. He also has a fighter subclass with barbarian. So,
So weird.
or sorry, not subclass. Multiclass. Go ahead, Shy. Make your. Go ahead and you help her. You pull her out of the branches. You don't have to roll for it. It's
Okay.
just
Get
helping
out of this on my own, thanks.
Is action surge just an action then,
It's
or
just
is it
Mhm.
just an action? Okay. And then I will use my second attack to hit the tree, I guess.
You can, yeah.
Sorry, wait, no. I use my action. No, because
If
yes.
you use your action to break the grapple, that's not an attack. You can't do 2 attacks. You
Yeah, I was
two
thinking
attacks.
no, because I
You
use
use
my
action
bonus. I
surge.
use my bonus action to attack. Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's my turn. That was
Nice.
very
Actually.
that was
So you made one attack. Can't you make it a second attack because you have 2 attacks?
No, I could have done 4 attacks and used, but I didn't do economy very well there.
Okay.
No, I'm out of. Yeah.
Okay. So next then, that was chaotic. But we're just getting back to Shy again because I don't think Shy got to fight at all last time.
I haven't fought in a long time. no.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because he got like outed immediately out of the Corescape anyway.
it's true.
Anyway, so
Immediately.
the tree's turn. They can't move. So next is going to be Karhale.
Oh, thank
Woo!
goodness. Cure wounds, baby.
Your
We're gonna
wounds. Heals
Do
up.
that real quick, like. Oh, thank goodness.
How much do you get back?
Oh, plus my spellcasting modifier, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that'll be another 7.
Lovely.
All right, I'm at 14 hit points.
Woo!
Oh crap! Do I rage or do I wild shape?
Do I rage or do I wild shape?
Oh, I think I need to.
I would say depends on if you want to last or if you want to do some damage before you go down again.
That's true. I kind of want to do some damage before I go down again. I think I'm gonna rage.
Yes.
Oh wait. You pointing at Zimmit.
You start to like bristle and rage before realizing, oh wait a minute. Everything drops.
That's the guy, guys. This is the guy.
You actually don't
shoot him.
recognize this guy, but the assumption is
Wait.
still there. You never saw him.
Wait.
You
I'm-
all
In your vision?
saw was
Oh.
shadows.
Oh.
Oh, I thought I saw him.
You heard his name, but you never saw his face. All you saw were the shadows being manipulated around him. He was
I
like,
thought I actually described myself.
you did,
Yeah.
but that was more for us, meta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because you had rolled. We had had you roll for perception. And you didn't see very well.
What name did he use?
The Pasticco.
With his brother? That's the name.
Well, that
he
was
used?
what his brothers called him.
Oh.
I never said my name.
Yeah, he didn't.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, brother. My name is.
Inigo Montoya.
Well, no, I wasn't
You
sure. I wasn't
killed my
sure if his
father,
brother.
No, right.
I wasn't
His
sure
brother
if his
said.
brother said his name,
Zimmit.
which is
What are
the
you doing?
thing that would totally make sense for his brother to say.
It
In
wasn't
my
my brother, it was my cousin.
Well, he called you brother like 50
Either way,
times.
Aaron, what are you doing?
Anyways,
He did call you brother like 50 times, but he
Oh.
never said your name. Half brother.
More just
Just
hey, can we talk and not shoot? And I'm gonna attack the tree.
oh shoot!
Okay, go ahead and make that attack. Do you have another action because you just used your action to heal yourself?
Oh wait, no. I forgot about the curing of the wounds. So that would just be my
The
bonus action
curing
to
of the wounds.
Yes.
I was like, do
but
you
yes,
have an action
she's
surge?
no, she's raring up to attack the trees.
Quite.
right on.
And you kind of like pull the fist back and ready. You never said you grabbed your axe, so I'm gonna say your axe is probably still over there because you guys like, pulled away from the ledge.
I wouldn't
The
have
rope
left
was
my
tied to my
axe.
waist. I would have
That's
had
true.
to have like undone it to get
But
up.
to be fair, you guys landed. The whispers were still thinking. You were like, "Let's get back away from the ledge."
Okay, well, if I don't have my axe with me, I'd wild shape, not
I mean,
rage.
it's there. It's just like 12 feet from you and close. To
Yeah,
the
but like I'm in melee range. I'm not getting out of this.
It's frozen.
I'm gonna-
It's stunned. You can jump out and get your
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. In which case, I
he
will.
broke
I
the
will
grapple
I'll
for
go
you,
get-
so you're free.
I'll go get my axe then.
Okay.
So you get out and you rush
Um,
to your axe. Z, you see her saying, "Can we just talk?" and then run to her weapon.
The trees.
I mean, he doesn't
man.
know that. Can we just talk? Very wicked looking axe over there.
Yeah. But
That's
it's. Can you make the trees stop? This doesn't look very good for her, and that's what I'm saying anyways. I'm fully aware of how this looks and sounds, and
Kanari,
what we're
your
going
turn.
with.
Z, you're on deck.
Kanari's gonna hit it again. So
Oh, you're gonna hit a tree?
yeah.
He just attacked you. You're just gonna take that? Wow. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean,
Go for it. Hit
The
that
tree.
tree.
okay. So hitting the tree. That is a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
11 points of damage.
Nice. Are you
We're
gonna do
try to
another point?
stunning strike it again because
Lovely.
keep these guys frozen if possible.
Okay. Oh, me.
That's you.
Oh, it passes.
Okay. Then we'll hit it again.
Okie dokie.
That is a 26 to hit.
Definitely hits.
That is 9 points of damage. Stunning strike.
Okay. Okay. And it passes again.
Gosh, Liz. That's
I
fine.
rolled so badly last time. Now I'm happily
gonna-
free.
Gonna hit the other tree, I guess, and
You're gonna
try
run
to
away from this tree and hit the other tree?
Well, it's still frozen, so yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, I was just asking. You didn't want to like go with this one again?
Well, fine, I'll go with this one again. I don't know.
No, it's up to you. It doesn't matter. I was just thinking like splitting up the damage kind of thing. Like
You're
that-
right.
that
You're
was
right.
more-
You're right. I'll stick with this tree. So
You can do what you want.
no, it's a 24 to hit, 23 to hit on
Definitely is.
this, and stunning strike.
Okay. I rolled low that time, and my advantage, I failed.
Oh yes, so at least one is still stunned.
Ooh.
So that is 9 more points of damage to it.
Nice,
That is my turn.
nice. Well done. The tree is looking pretty cracked and crumbly there. It's it shivers and like the whole tree seems to tremble as you slam into it again with your shin that's like oak.
Okay.
Let's see. Next is going to be Z.
I'm going to pick up
Just
my
like
hand.
pounds into this tree, you know?
I'm gonna pick up
She's
my
like,
hand.
"Are you the Pasticco guy? We need your help."
I'm gonna point my hand over towards Karhale, and I'm gonna shoot a Eldritch Blast
She hasn't done anything to you.
She's running toward her axe.
at,
The trees.
at the tree beside her.
Oh,
Oh!
Gotcha.
Moving your hand.
You did get me.
Nora, you're like, and Carhala, you're like, but he's like, last second, boom, boom. All 3 shots.
28, 28, 29.
whoa!
All 3 hit.
That would take Kanari back or Karhale back out. I mean,
He's just like,
That's
Yeah,
insane.
probably.
Wild.
He'd have to roll like minimum damage
Jared,
on
which
those.
dice are you rolling with?
Not Aaron's. Not Aaron's, by the way.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Oh no, I'm 100%. I rolled my dice.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Hey, they do better in combat than they do in dialogue, it seems.
I guess so. What
So
was the
that's going to be 25 points of damage.
Okay, dokie.
Nice.
25 points of damage.
And
Let's see if we can kill these trees in the next couple minutes. We got
I
this,
guess
guys.
I'm
Oh,
just
yeah,
going
yeah.
to risk.
So we are going to. Are you sure? Like we can also just cut here and then just start from the top of the order.
Siri, shh. No. Just let's see. I don't know. Let's do one.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
We got
Okay,
it.
so the quick turns then. Z, that was your turn. Any bonus action? You said no, right?
That was good.
Shy, your turn, and then the trees are on deck.
I will just do my little slash.
Slash.
Come on, take it
Um,
out. Take it out. Let's go. You
Go
got
ahead,
this.
old man Shy.
Oh man, Shy. That's me.
And this time I'll tally your damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, now I kind of know what I'm doing. I got it on pad. Don't worry.
So, did you sharpshooter first?
So I'm gonna do both attacks. I'll just do them simultaneously.
Are they both sharpshooter before you roll?
Yes, obviously.
But you just saw one of those rolls, so
So that's a
he did clarify last time we played that he was just always sharpshooter.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm going with that, Nathan, but you have to declare it.
Come on, Nathan.
a 5 is the first one, and a
5 to hit.
5 to hit, and a 17 for the second one.
Okay, 17 hits.
Nice.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
So that's 9 points of slashing.
Okay. Is it a wisdom saving throw?
Actually, sorry, 19 points of slashing. No.
All right, plus the sharpshooter. 19 points
Yeah.
slashing.
Nice.
And then
Which one are you
technically,
talking?
so
One that's
just
near
so
Hol-
you're aware, if they
One
are
minus one
resistant
near
to
you.
slashing, it is magical damage. So
So everything after the slashing?
No, it's all
no,
magical
slashing
damage.
is technically, yeah.
What
It's
are-
still flashing for the effect of the sword, but it is classified as magical.
Okay.
Which tree are you hitting, Nathan?
You're, sorry, I was just going with the one that's next to him because he
Oh,
was
sure.
next
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the one
you're right.
where Holly is.
Yeah. And then and then 2 points of thunder damage.
Awesome. Just 2 points?
Mhm.
Okay. Awesome. You slash, and you guys can see the echoes of those slashes or the raised bark coming out of that. Shy bonus action, or that was already the bonus action, right?
No, that was both my attacks.
Okay, go ahead. Bonus action.
No, I'm good.
Okay, so the trees. So one of them is now reactive, which is the one you were just attacking, Shy. So it's going to and then swing down at you with all of its branches. The other one just shivers and shakes and doesn't do shivers and queefs.
What? No,
Sorry, you just made me think of that because of
Oh.
Mercer. Sorry, Mercer, the Critical Role joke.
Oh yeah, no, I know what you're referring to. That's
Yeah. Sorry, when I said shiver, that was just the natural thing.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so 4 attacks on you, Shy. I also rolled a d12 instead of a d20, so let me re-roll that.
Liz, I might get off after this.
No,
That's
I
okay.
think you should keep the D12.
That's yeah, the
No
D12
worries,
is
no worries.
better.
I'll just roll this damage, and then we'll start up with Carhali's turn next.
Cool.
So the damage itself.
Does it hit?
The hits themselves. Shy, they're coming at you, and Carhali, who's still nearby enough for it. So,
I went like you said. I went like
Yeah.
10 feet over to get my axe. I
not
wasn't
that
getting
far.
back in melee.
oh no. They're
Oh.
not like these are giant trees. They have reach, girl. They can reach like 25 feet.
It was a
They're
stretch, and I
huge.
was going for it to avoid the hit if I could.
It's okay. They're only going for you for one of the hits. So actually, I'm going to choose. I'm gonna pull out one of. Actually, when I rolled them, I was directing them towards Shy in my head, so I'm gonna leave them at Shy. So you're safe for now. All 4 hits on Shy because he just attacked it. That's going to be a 13 to hit Shy, a 18 to hit, 13, 18, and then 2 natural 20s.
So 3 hit.
Cool. So then 2 of those are natural 20s. I'm gonna roll that
You're
damage.
down, aren't you?
Okay, so that's 3 attacks, and then you're grappled by the tree. Also,
wild.
it's going to use its bonus action. So how much space action? All of the. Okay, so the 10 feet around it, which Shy you're presently in, and Karhale you're presently in too, is all. So it starts to deep root. All of its roots start to spread out, and you guys see the roots crawling up out of the ground. The gnarled roots themselves causing, trapping your guys' feet and stopping your guys' movement entirely. You guys are now reduced to 0 movement, just by standing within this vicinity of the tree. So that's its bonus action, but it's damage for you for the 2 attacks. Okay, so the first attack, natural 20, gets a. Okay, so 9, 12, 16. So 20 points for the first attack. The second natural 20, it's going to be. Oh, I rolled really low for that, so that's lucky. 4, 7, 10. So that's 10, 30. And then for the last 2, it's 5. So 35 bludgeoning. Bludgeoning.
Total?
35 total. It wasn't that bad. I
No,
rolled
it
really
wasn't
low.
too bad. That hit was worse. That chasm was so nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are now grappled, though.
Grappled, yeah. Okay.
And let's see, next is going to. So you are also at 0 walking speed from the grapple and from the roots.
Nice.
Yep.
But with that, we'll end here and pick up next time at the
Woohoo!
time of Karhale's turn.
And
who is
then it will
frozen
be
versus Cancel.
joining us officially. Yay! I'm excited.
Oh,
Excited
yeah!
to see him.
Now
To
you guys
meet
are
him.
allies!
Unless he jumps into the pit and dies.
Wow. Thanks, Nathan.
Oh, yeah.
That was
Just-
some insane rolls.
Just be happy I didn't have the eldritchification to push you back 10 feet with my.
Oh, dude.
Just be happy I don't have
Repelling blast.
that. Yeah.
That's
That would've been
insane.
crazy. Okay.
That
So
could've been
next
rough.
is going
Awesome.
to be
End
next
of live
session.
stream, probably.
We'll see how it happens. Ending stream.
Cool. Bye.
Bye.